Happy time zone, fellow travelers, and welcome back to Fast Travel after our three-week break from because of SGDQ. It's great to be back. This, of course, is the show where we hop aboard the metaphorical GDQ plane, take a trip around the world, and see the sights, sounds, and of course, speedruns from different regions. I am your Capitaine for Voyage. My name is NickRPGreen, and it's great to be back after a little bit of an extended break. I hope you enjoyed Summer Games Done Quick. I managed to catch a couple of the runs. I've still got a lot of runs to catch up on, though. So throughout today's episode, I want to hear from you in the chat some of your favorite runs that I should go back and make sure that I have definitely caught up on, because there were so many good runs, and of course another fantastic event as always. And on the subject of SGDQ, we did the episode before SGDQ. We decided to do the same thing again for this episode as well. So today we have got 3 runners coming on who are all international runners outside the US who have performed on the GDQ main stage. They have been at an AGDQ or an SGDQ from the past. So a little later on, we are going to have Shime on running Ristar, and then we are going to have Juho running Alisa. Juho's second appearance actually on Fast Travel. But before all that, I want to cast your mind back not very far actually, just to January of 2025, where a runner by the name of Critical Sid was on the stage with Sonic Lost World, and Critical Sid is here right now to perform Sonic Lost World for you now. So welcome, Sid.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to get a little bit of a rematch on this game, because during my HDQ 2025 run, my controller broke during setup, and I had to run on a third-party controller. So now with my with a fixed controller at home, I can show everybody what I'm doing. It's going to be a little bit different, though. Back at HDQ, I ran the wingless subcategory. Today, we're going to be doing straight up any percent, which is the fastest and also the silliest way that you could possibly run this. Not a lot of people run any percent. Wingless is very much the main category. But from a routing perspective, I find any percent to be very interesting. So I really wanted to show up what that can do.
Sweet.
All right. So, I say, without further ado, we are just about ready. So let's start that timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
Woo. All right, so this is Sonic Lost World, formerly exclusive to Wii U, now on PC. There's a whole lot of mechanics that Sonic has in this game. It's a little bit of a quirky one, a little bit different, a little bit of a different direction they went with. But the first things I'm going to be having to talk about is just some routing things that are unique to this category. So first of all, you're going to be seeing me get these animal capsules, right? Like I already got 2 of them. I'm about to get a few more of them. And the reason I need those is because every 4th stage of a zone has to be unlocked by rescuing a certain number of animals. So I'm going to be starting off my run with a little bit of grinding right here. This is not exactly the most efficient spot for grinding, but I kind of need to whittle down my life count anyway, and that is because of routing mechanic number 2. There is an assist mechanic in this game in the shape of a wing, and whenever you die 5 times on the same checkpoint, or whenever you hit 0 lives remaining, and that second one is the most important one, it will spawn that wing and it will teleport you to the next checkpoint if you pick it up. So what I'm going to be doing right now is just whittle my lives down until the wing spawns from the 5 deaths on the singular checkpoint, while getting the capsules over and over. Whenever I collect them, the animal count stays, and I could just re-get the capsules. Now the wing will spawn, so I can use that to go to the next checkpoint. Here I'm going to be taking a few more intentional deaths in order to get my life count to 1, to set myself up to spawn another one of those wings to spawn to a next checkpoint. For the start of the next stage, and then I'm just going to finish the stage normally. It's actually faster to use it in the next stage rather than this one, so which is where a lot of the routing aspect comes in. So This is also why it can be a little bit of a volatile run. Because you spend most of the category at either 1 or 0 lives remaining. So you're constantly on the verge of a game over. It is quite a run.
That does sound a little bit uneasy at times.
Yeah, that's why even though the category is 10 minutes faster than the wingless category that I ran at GDQ, my estimate's only 5 minutes faster, just in case. Just in case. Alrighty. But yeah, at the end of every first and third stage, there's also a big capsule that gives me 30 animals. The smaller capsules I've been picking up contain 10 animals each. And now I'm just going to run face first into this moto bug in order to spawn the wing again. And there we go. We spawn the wing and we're already at the boss fight, the boss fights happen on every second and fourth stage of the zone. The boss fights are really not much to talk about. They're honestly quite weak, especially with one of this game's unique mechanics, which is the multi-target homing attack. So I charge up my homing attack up to the max of 3 here, and I only have to do that twice, and then there you go. That's the boss done. All I really need to do is make sure I don't run into him, because I have 0 rings, because I just died. That's about it. It's not too much to worry about. Other stuff that is kind of like unique to this game, we're going to be talking about quite a bunch. You've probably already made the Mario Galaxy connection, but we'll get to that. Now I'm going to pick up another 1-up on the map. That one spawns consistently. Every area has one 1-up that spawns consistently. Going to take a death once again to skip to the next checkpoint. You're going to be seeing that quite a lot. And then this is where some fun routing starts, because another way to get 1-ups is to get 100 rings. So I'm going to be collecting 100 rings in order to get enough just in time to really skip the last checkpoint of the stage as well. And you can see here one of my main movement mechanics, which is the infinite spin dash. If you ref your spin dash and then up to 3 times, this is kind of like the classics where you can actually ref the spin dash up. Going to be going a little bit past this checkpoint, by the way, in order to get enough rings, just so that I get the 1-up, and then I can skip the last checkpoint as well. But yeah, if you ref up the spin dash up to 3, you can go as fast as possible, and if you then let go of it and then hold on to it again, it goes infinitely until you like either double jump or run into something or stop it manually, that kind of stuff. Alright, so there you go. I need 100 animals in particular for the final zone. I'm going to need 1900 total. Anyway, we
That's
don't...
a chunky total.
Oh yeah, it's a chunky total. There's going to be more grinding later, unfortunately, but not too much. Alrighty, so now we're out of bounds. We don't have wings as our only method of skipping things. There's also quite a lot of big glitches in this game.
Now it feels like a Sonic speedrun.
Exactly. Some of them get obsoleted by the wing mechanic in this category, but there's really big ones like this one where you just kind of skip the entire stage by squeezing through in between a couple of kill planes and just go straight to the boss fight. And it's also just because the stage is very conveniently set up. Basically, the way it works is you start in a 3D section, then there's a screen transition in order to get to the 2D section. They store that all on the same map. The 2D section is stored below where you start, so you could just kind of break out of bounds, and there you go. It's a Sonic speedrun now, officially. And then we just do 2 more fully charged homing attacks onto the boss, and then he's gone. I also picked up another 1-up during that whole chase sequence, and that means I can do another little warp right here. So yeah, quite a lot of routing going on with this, which is really the biggest appeal of this category. If all you want to do is just like play through the game, then wingless is the category where that particular mechanic is banned. But I have honestly gotten to enjoy this one quite a bit as just a secondary category to run, and it's technically the fastest, and we're here at fast travel, so we gotta go as fast as we can.
Nice.
Yeah. Alrighty. So some other mechanics that we can now finally talk about is, of course, that we have parkour. parkour is like this game's biggest gimmick mechanic, and honestly, it's also quite cool. And one of the things I can do with it as well is the game kind of expects me to jump between walls and all that kind of stuff, which I am doing quite a lot on this stage, but you can also just jump back to the same wall and then do another wall run on that exact same wall. You can just kind of do that infinitely, which is quite convenient. It doesn't come up a lot, but it does come up here and there. Pick up another one up right there. You know exactly what that is for. And there we go. Just kind of a very vertical level on this one. It really starts testing your mechanics. Just like, hey, how good are you at our parkour mechanic here? Unfortunately, I picked up a ring there, which I don't quite like because I want to take another intentional death. So I just kind of have to lose my rings and then run into the motorbugs and take another wing and hit another capsule. And there you go. That's another stage. Alrighty. So, nice to talk about mechanics and all that. Nice to have all that wing stuff. But what if the next two stages we just kind of skip the entire thing again? I think I think we gotta remind everybody.
I'd like to see that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, this is a Sonic speedrun after all. There's got to be some big skips in it. So this entire stage is basically just built vertically, which means that if you manage to break out of bounds, you could just kind of fall to the end, which is exactly what we're going to do right here. I'm going to purposely miss the flower. The flower would otherwise send me into an automated running state where I can't really do anything but run forward at a fixed speed, which is basically the entirety of this stage, with the exception of the few falling sections that allowed me to kind of break out of that state, essentially. So yeah, what we do there is we kind of just grab onto where otherwise we would be walking, with some wall run, some wall climbing, essentially. I buffer the spin dash out of that to do a nice spin dash jump to get just outside of the range of the kill planes, and then I just need to break in just in time so that I can dive my way to the boss fight of this particular zone. And I do need to break in because the entire boss arena is essentially surrounded by kill planes. I think it's technically possible to get into the boss arena without breaking back in right before it, but I don't think it's humanly possible. But yeah, and then this guy just controls this giant flying head. You just kind of wait for him to do his thing, and you hit him with a multi-target homing attack. Once the second homing attack, you only need to charge it once. He essentially only has 1 HP left for this final phase. Now he's going to turn the head 2 times. Oh my god. Also, Sonic has a nice little slower rolling mechanic in this game as well. One of this game's most notorious things is that it has a specific trigger button you have to hold in order to actually run. Otherwise, Sonic will only still kind of run, but it's more like fast walking speed, you know. And I guess they kind of did that because they thought that the stage layouts and all that with the Mario Galaxy-esque weirdness surrounding it would be kind of hard to control with higher speeds. But it's really not too bad. I'm basically holding onto the trigger anytime that I'm not spin dashing. Anyway, here we have another stage. With the weird level design of this game, it essentially just kind of loops around itself. So I'm going to break through the top floor there, land on the bottom floor, wait for 2 camera triggers, and then make my way all the way to the end of the stage. Could have technically made it over that wall right there, but if I don't, then at least I'll fall into the cannon as a nice backup. But yeah, since it's just kind of like curves and swerves all over itself, if you can break out and make use of the weird gravity mechanics that come with a Mario Galaxy-esque game, then there you go. That's what we can do.
Oh, that was really cool.
Yeah, there's some really cool skips in this, and that's honestly what kind of got me into running this game. I saw, another runner doing it, and it's like, okay, yeah, that looks cool. I want to try that. Hello? Why did I pick up an extra life? That's fine. Oh, I think I know I think I know what happens. I've had this once before where the 1-ups on the map can sometimes trigger twice. It's like you pick them up and then you get 2 lives instead of 1. I haven't been able to replicate it intentionally and to find out why it does that, but I've seen it happen before. So I'm going to assume that that is what happened. I picked up the map 1-up and it gave me 2 instead of 1 for some reason. Oh well. Pick up another one right here. This is one where this is a stage where I'm particularly happy that I'm running any %, because otherwise it would be a gigantic autoscroller. Where the tornado just kind of chases after you, and you kind of have to manipulate it, because at some parts it goes faster and slower, but at the essence it's still an autoscroller, and I'd rather just, you know, skip right past those with the wing mechanic. It's nice that they put that in as an assist mechanic, but it is very abusable by the fact that they just give it to you whenever you hit 0 lives. We also have the Wisps returning from Sonic Colors. Didn't mention it until now because they haven't been relevant. Usually when I use them, it's because they're mandatory. There's some that are particularly strong, like Rockets, but Drill, it's just kind of like, yeah, just do Drill. Just kind of gonna hang out on this wall right here. Whee! Wait for him to do his spinning things. Another fully charged jumping attack and you're done.
On the subject of Sonic Colors, whilst this was your most recent GDQ appearance, you have also run Colors for GDQ.
Twice, as a matter
if that's
of fact.
Right. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I think the first one was my very first GDQ, which was in SGDQ 2017, and then I kind of got a redo of that during HGDQ 2020, which I still look back up on as like one of my best marathon runs. Don't worry about the fact that we're going into the same stage, by the way. Next up is grinding for more animals so that I can actually complete the run. So for that I need lives, so I'm going to take an intentional game over and then get just 9 lives for free, which is exactly how much I need in order to do the grinds as well as a death warp in the next stage. It just kind of worked out perfectly. It didn't used to. The old patch only gave you 4, which made this category quite a bit harder because you had to like go way past the grinding spots without hitting any checkpoints, because there's a cloud section up ahead where there happens to be a lot of lives, so you can get all of the lives you need for the grind. Fortunately, with this patch, you start with 9 lives instead, so that's makes that a little easier. It makes the first section of the run harder because you have more lives to lose, or not harder, but slower. But that you make up for it by not having to do that weird trip. Which is just really where this route, as just kind of like a routing exercise, really comes into shape. But let's see. Oop. And this is my grinding spot right here. There's 11 of these capsules that each give 10 animals, which I'm just kind of going to be getting over and over, which gives us enough time to reflect on my GDQ runs. Because yeah, like I was saying, I was particularly happy about the HGDQ 2021. I got like one of the hardest skips in the run that like barely anybody does. I actually got to show it off there, which I was really happy with. Plus, I had just kind of gotten more comfortable with like commentating marathon stuff and whatnot, so it was nice to fantastic. Fly over and do that again. Yeah.
And then on top of that, you've also done Sonic Heroes for a GDQ, and I understand you are headed to Gamescom for Sonic Heroes as well.
Indeed, indeed. I ran Sonic Heroes Team Chaotix at SGDQ 2020, so that was the first online one. That's where I did that. I technically also had it on backup in SGDQ 2019, but it never really got pulled up. And yeah, now I'm get to run it at Gamescom. I get to race my buddy Talon, who actually was my co-commentator for my SGDQ 2020 run as well. So now we get to just race, and like RPBs are just like a couple of seconds apart. And this time we have something special prepared though, because since we're doing GDQ in Europe for the first time, we're going to make use of the European version of Sonic Heroes, which actually, if you use the PAL 60 Hz function, the way they kind of accounted for that is they just kind of sped the game up 20%. So it actually runs 20% faster than the other versions, which doesn't matter for the leaderboard because everything is in-game time, and the in-game timers also run 20% faster, so you're just making it harder for yourself. But, you know, since we're doing a real-time race and we're both Europeans with access to that version, we're going to be showing off the game at 120% speed. That's a GDQ Games coming. That's going to be good.
That's brilliant. I always love the quirky differences that we get with older regional games.
Exactly.
So, yeah, really nice opportunity for you. Well done. And I imagine traveling to Gamescom is going to be a little bit easier than previous GDQs.
You know. It's going to be a 3-hour car ride instead of a 9-hour flight, or 12 if you have a layover. So yeah, that's gonna be quite a bit better. I'm looking forward to being able to do that. It's like we have our local marathons as well, which is always nice. But I mean, there's something about GDQ, right? It's just it's the big leagues. And fortunately, like I had a good excuse to travel to GDQ often. My partner is American, but she lives here now, so you know that's not as necessary anymore. And also things have gotten very expensive, so. Alrighty, let's skip that final cloud section right there because it's very slow. So I'm happy to use a wing on that.
It's a very efficient grinding there. Well done.
Yeah, for sure. And that's there's going to be a couple of like capsules that I pick up across the run as well in order to get the rest of what we need, as well as some fast enemies to get and all that kind of stuff. But overall, that's kind of like most of the stuff that we need. All right, a little bit of a detour here in order to get a 1-up. Gonna purposely run into that apple, otherwise it will destroy the pillar, which I need to climb up on using our funny wall run mechanics. Here we have the Rocket Wisp from Sonic Colors. Once again, this is one of the more powerful ones because you really, just with the way they designed the stages in this game, can just use it to skip most of the stage design and just go straight to where you want to go, because there's another one right here, and we're gonna use that to go to the boss. And there... yeah, that's the stage essentially. It's quite a funny stage. It's like, you know, we're in tropical coast now. We're dealing with fruits, and you put it in the blender, and it spawns a whole bunch of juice. And funny hidden mechanic, by the way, if you ever play this game, if you go into these juice paths, hold the run button. It actually makes you go faster. I didn't know that until like my like 5th run of this game or something. When another runner came into it, it's like, hey, you're going slow. Hold the run button, please.
I say there's been some passionate chat so far from the viewers about the run button in this game.
Oh, I'm sure. But if they're that passionate about it, don't worry about it. It's time to calm down. We're here at the best track in the game, very relaxing, and then everything will be all right. Yeah, I'm going to be skipping part of it with these wings, but there's quite a lot of stage still. But yeah, these rail stages have, in what is already a fantastic soundtrack, you know, Sonic games having good music. What else is new? I think this is the standout track. Just everybody hears it and is like, oh yeah, this slaps. This is fantastic music. Alrighty, and other than that, with these rail mechanics, you're just kind of going forward automatically on the rails, and the green rails speed you up, the red rails slow you down. Normal rails are just, they're normal. And airspeed tends to be faster than than the normal real speed. So, you know, other than when I hit a booster just now in order to preserve speed as long as possible, which will actually let me do a funny extra high double jump. I don't know what it is about that transition. It only works there. There's something buggy about it, but if you go into it with very high speed, you can do that very high jump and double jump. But other than that, I'm also just going to be jumping because you move faster in the air. I'm not sure if the same is true on the green rails, because the green rails already make you go very fast, but I just do it just in case and to keep myself awake. I also used the countdown mechanic, where I just grabbed a bunch of numbers from 5 to 1 in order to get a 1-up as well. And with that, I can skip the entire rest of the stage. All right. But yeah, I don't think there's a bad track in this game, really. Like, I'm seeing other suggestions in the chat on you know, what are their favorite tracks. It's like, yeah, you could say any track and I'll be like, yeah, that's a good one. Alrighty. So over there was a very long rocket section, like you can skip it with 3 very precise rocket shots, but it takes a while to line up. Why do that when you can also just use the wing mechanic to skip it? And then for this one, I'm going to be stretching quite a bit, making sure I don't take any damage, because I'm once again going to have a 1-up from 100 rings in this particular stage. But there's quite a lot more that can damage me by this time, so getting 100 rings is a little bit more tricky in this one. But other than that, there's not too much going on. I guess I kind of skipped that loop, but I have to wait for these guys. Okay, and there I pressed the wrong button. Or well, I pressed the right button, but I didn't realize I was already within homing attack range. And there's also this game has a different homing attack as well, rather than the standard one. This is the checkpoint I would have otherwise taken that intentional death on, by the way, but since I couldn't get 100 rings, I don't actually have the extra life. So instead, we're gonna get to see this section. It's just like, okay, sure, that's fine. That is like one of the less problematic ways in which you could lose time, you know? It's just, otherwise, you know, a game over would be you have to do the entire stage over. But yeah, I'm just gonna make my way over these globes right here. Every single one of those globes has their own little gravitational pull. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot to work with. You can really get stuck on it very quickly. Yeah, beat up the old sensei character here. I haven't been talking about the bosses too much because they can only afford 1 personality trait each, and they milk it for all it's worth. It's very lowbrow humor, really. It's like, oh yeah, I'm the old master. I'm gonna make old jokes and pretend I'm your sensei and that kind of stuff, you know. Anyway, if the setup of like this map and these worlds and all this kind of stuff has looked familiar to you at all, you may be familiar with a game series called New Super Mario Bros. Also a heavy inspiration for this game, along with Mario Galaxy. That is very much intentional. This game was the first in a 3-game exclusivity deal with Nintendo, which is very funny because 2 years after release, this got ported to PC anyway, because everything wanted to escape the Wii U. But yeah, it was technically supposed to be an exclusive for forever, but I don't know what else happened there. But as a result, they were also like, okay, how can we make this more like a Nintendo game? Which is why instead of a normal stage timer, it has like the 3-number countdown timer as you would see in Mario. They very much like modeled the stages. Very short stage, by the way, if you could just use the wing to skip the clouds, and then all of the rest of the sections you could just skip with some nice parkouring. It's quite good. But yeah, they kind of just went for for New Super Mario Brothers type of gameplay, except they also put a whole bunch of gimmicks into it because they kind of were like, oh, it's like, yeah, we have some good mechanics here, but we're also kind of running out of ideas for stage design. What if gimmicks? Here's one of my favorite gimmicks, the snowball. It controls terribly. If you see me flying through this stage, this will not be your experience. If you're going for 100%, it will be even worse because you have to pocket all of these billiard balls in order to spawn the red rings, which you need for 100%. The first table, not too bad. The second table, yeah, it kind of goes all over the place. But yeah, love silly snowball stage. Honestly, I think the vibes on this particular stage are immaculate, and it completely makes up for the very gimmicky snowball nonsense, where all you can really do is roll. You can spin dash to get up to speed, and that's all you got. Just don't run into stuff. Alrighty. There's also a lot of rings on this stage, so I could just get a 1-up from 100 rings twice in order to skip a whole bunch. Little trick right here where I skirted on the edge of the ramp there in order to maintain my ramp speed rather than having my speed capped, which allowed me to skip the next section quite quickly. Again, harder to do than it looks. It's very easy to just have the snowball roll off the stage instead. And other than that, we're just kind of having a Katamari kind of level where we're just rolling up stuff, and every checkpoint it just kind of absorbs into the snowball. But yeah, these rings don't count until you actually hit a checkpoint. Fortunately, I also get 10 rings every time I hit one of those billiard balls in. So there you go. There's the second death warp already.
Yeah, you are making it look very easy.
Yeah, trust me. It's not, especially not those two. If I hit one of those giant yetis even once, I'm off the stage. It's over for me. And I'm at 0 lives. That means I'm doing the entire stage over. But I don't know. I guess I got inspired by World Cup and got a goal by going directly in between them or something. I don't know. That's been the most consistent way to not get bodied by those. It's like other runners have been like, what if we just, run into them the exact right way so that they're out of the way? But it's like, I don't know, that still knocks you off the stage every now and then. Anyway, how do you fight a boss as a snowball? Well, she just kind of like hides in snowmen, and you have to find her by getting all of the snowmen except for the ones with bombs on them. And then she runs away from you and you hit her. And there's no way to actually die in this boss fight, by the way. The bombs just reset the pattern and give you a different one. It's just, they don't actually kill you. The only way you can die there is by timing out, which, yeah. Good luck. If you're taking that long, oh boy, you're having a bad time. Speaking of gimmicks, here's one that they love putting in Sonic games. It's pinball time. We're at the casino. And I know this is gonna be a hot take, but I much prefer Sonic Heroes pinball to this game. The one where you're the pinball and I don't like how this controls. I got really lucky here, right, with how it ended up. But now I actually need to get into the exit. That's the hardest part. Getting the points is fine, because you need to get a certain amount of points, but then you need to get into the exit. There you go. Land in the top thing, and then it'll just send you straight in. Good stuff. Whew. All right. Now here we have another countdown. These countdown numbers have terrible hitboxes, by the way. If I were to try to start a spin dash right in front of them, the instant speed boost from my spin dash would be so fast that I would actually clip through the number and just not pick it up. And as soon as you then pick up the next number, which is not the correct one to pick up because you have to pick them up in order, then it just fails you and goodbye, there's your 1-up gone. It's that's just how it is, It's funny stuff, but hey, funny pinball. We did it.
I am a sucker for Sonic Spinball. I finally picked up Sonic X Shadow Generations in the Steam sale, and so far all I have done is play pinball. on it.
Fair enough. Inside you are two wolves. One is Nick, he loves pinball. The other one is me, he hates pinball. Yet I keep running games with pinball in it. I don't actually hate pinball. I just don't like it in my speedrun. It's so hard. But yet I run this. I run Sonic Heroes. I run Sonic Frontiers, which has the worst pinball, by the way.
Ooh, another hot take. See if chat agrees with that one.
I think I have chat on my side when it comes to Sonic Frontiers pinball. It's so bad that within the first 2 weeks of the game, speedrunners found out a way to skip it. But then I decided to run the no major glitches category, which has to do it. I don't know why I did that. I'm just doing it to myself.
The pinball so much, you still decided to go back to it.
I wanted to prove that I was better than it. Okay. No, it's just I was done running 80%. I wanted something else to do. That's basically it. Alrighty, some more infinite wall running right here in order to skip all of these little nuts and bolts and things. Are they the nuts or the bolts? I forget. This one looks very scary, by the way. It's extremely consistent. You can just buffer a spin dash onto the onto the crusher there, and as long as you just let it go in time, you will always make that. Doesn't mean I haven't failed it. I've just forgotten to buffer the spin dash. But I'm just saying, if you're awake, it's consistent. Alrighty, I'm going to specifically not fully charge my first homing attack there, because that allows me to do a fast second homing attack, which then allows me to bypass her invulnerability frames, which means I can then do another fully charged homing attack to finish her off. She doesn't get to play the game. She does not get to play.
I mean, you've previously said that the bosses, there's not really much to them, but even that one was even more.
Yeah, that's the worst one. She just doesn't get to play the game.
That was ridiculously fast.
Yeah. All right. Here's Silent Forest. It is the loudest stage in the game. Nothing silent about this forest. It's fine now, but here we have these little spike balls. They're going to make quite a lot of noise, and gonna pick up another one up right here. Also, these alligators are very loud. It's just... Alrighty. Now, speaking of buffering spin dashes, you can also do that on certain platforms that you're not supposed to do it on. I did it once in Frozen Factory 1, where you could just kind of like do it on a sloped area. I'm going to do it repeatedly to climb up this tree that you're not supposed to climb up on. Okay, almost fell off. I saved myself. We're good. Sonic, can you please get to the top? Thank you. Oh, and I wasn't fully at the top yet, so it knocked me off again. This is exactly as finicky as it looks.
You got this.
Yeah. There we go. Just launch myself into the next section so that I don't have to defeat all of those spiders. Pick up the checkpoint right here, and then we just kind of stand in the goop for a little while in order to take a death. Oh, the ring was coming to get me. I didn't want that ring. And, then we skip the rest of the stage for that. All right. Now I've been talking smack about the characters being one-dimensional, and that's still true for this one. But he's the one-dimensional in a way that I particularly connect with. He makes me nostalgic for my high school days, where I very much was the type to dye my hair black and like grow it out a bunch and listen to Linkin Park and My Chemical Romance, and that's exactly what I want to do with this little guy. I just want to sit his little emo butt down and listen to My Chemical Romance with him. I love this guy. Anyway, I'm gonna throw myself.
That is quite the. That's quite the afternoon.
Oh yeah. But yeah, all the characters yap at you throughout the stages, and this guy is just like, "What's the point? Why am I even here? Not that it matters." He also has this like little stealth mechanic that he brings into the mix, but for some reason, like whenever you do that rolling animation, he just can't detect you. My assumption is that it's because the roll is on the same button as the crouch, and the crouch is actually what is intended to like not get spotted. You just kind of like stand still and crouch. But I was on a moving platform. I had no way to stand still and crouch there. So fortunately the roll works as well, because otherwise that section can be quite difficult. And then I'm just going to knock his bullets back into him a couple of times. Or to knock him off, I need to do that a total of 3 times. Going to delay like certain hits just long enough so that he can spawn the other one. Otherwise, the robots that he is on will. Also, banger line. We're all doomed anyway. Exactly. Yeah, otherwise the robot will be in a little stun animation and it'll take a while before it shoots its next shot. So you're gonna make sure to space them out properly. Going to make use of this area's map 1-up for this upcoming stage, which kind of got lost on the way to Frozen Factory. So we just have another ice stage here with the funny ice skating mechanic that I forgot to mention while we were doing it in Frozen Factory 4. But yeah, whenever you're on ice, spin dash does not work. So instead you have this little ice skating mechanic, and you get this nice triple axel ballerina jump with it that preserves a lot of speed. And it's really funny. Like when you 100% this game, you also get access to Supersonic. He's not very super on the ice stages though, because sure he can like ignore the ice, but still his boost speed is about as fast as this ice skating speed anyway, and he doesn't get access to the triple axel ballerina jump, so he's really not. He's less super than the normal Sonic just ice skating a lot. It's such a shame. Alrighty. Ballerina jump onto the capsule right there.
It can't be a very effective way of traversal. Like Sonic must be completely disorientating himself.
Yeah, honestly. But honestly, he always does that in a spin dash too. It's like,
well, I suppose you have a good point.
How does Bro know where he's going? Alrighty. This is like what I like to call the Donkey Kong Country inspired stage. You'll see that.
I've seen it a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it even more, especially with like the newer games like Returns and Tropical Freeze. All right, need to be under there and not get crushed. I'm okay. I'm okay. We're okay. Everything is okay. Alrighty, I picked up a 1-up during that previous section right there. I'm going to use that to skip this drill section, because this drill section is honestly quite long, and we don't want to do it. So we're going to use the wing mechanic to skip it. That is another part of routing it. It's like, sure, you have the wing, but where do you use it? Which checkpoints? Which checkpoint is the most optimal one to use the wing on? Also, here, this is what I mean by Donkey Kong Country.
Yes. Yep, I got you now.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I think more games should like steal this aesthetic. I think it's awesome.
It is a really cool look.
Okay, I just read Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is 12 years old in the chat, and I can just feel my bones crack. Oh no. It's technically the Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, it's all relative terms. It's still newer compared to the Super Nintendo.
It's all relative. Banger game, by the way. Love Tropical Freeze. Alrighty.
The Reaper wins in the end.
So true, bestie. So true. Alrighty. And with that, we've come to the next zone. Sky Road right here. And Sky Road is mostly comprised of like a lot of assets from other stages. We'll kind of get to why that is. First, we have like one of the hardest skips that is still in the run that we cannot really skip with like clever wing routing. It is one of the biggest run killers in like basically any category, and it's honestly extra difficult here and extra punishing if you miss it, because then you'd have to get all of these numbers again to get the 1-up. But hopefully we get it. We just kind of launch ourselves off the platform here, do a good double jump to hopefully get into the gravitational pull of the next part, and we got it.
Very nice.
Yeah, that is exactly as tight as it looks. You either barely get it or you don't. There's nothing else. Barely is the only way. And then we have a little auto running section here where we can just kind of like use these chains of bees or gather a whole bunch of animals. Sonic will just automatically homing attack the entire chain of bees, which is good because I kind of need more animals. It's free animals. It's technically like 1 second faster to ignore the auto run trigger after doing that skip and just even the spin dashing all the way through that. But 1 second for 40 animals is 100% worth it. Oh yeah, that skip was called Bloke Skip because there's there's no actual reason. It's just Brandino, my buddy Brandino just came into the chat and said, that's Bloke Skip. And I was like, yeah, sure, you're right. Okay, it's Bloke Skip.
Cool. Sometimes that's how naming goes.
Yeah,
you just come up with a name and that's it. There doesn't need to be any rhyme or reason to it.
Alright, shoutouts to the Great Pretzel in the Sky. Yummy pretzel.
Pretzels.
And yeah, we got like a whole bunch more capsules for animals right there. Those are decently quick to pick up. And here we have a very slow boss fight followed by another auto run section. So that's what I really wanted to use my one wing on this stage for, because that's that little mini boss fight takes forever. And yeah, even though you skip some like a few animals on the auto run part that comes after, it's absolutely worth it. Alrighty. Now, a lot of these intentional deaths have looked very silly. I think this is probably the silliest one. She's just... it's just so instant.
Oh, Sonic.
There's something about it. Another one up right there. And if you do everything fast enough, you can beat the lasers. Very good. Very good platforming.
I will show you my full strength.
Alrighty, and then here we have like the boss of the Deadly Six, as they call themselves. At least I think. I haven't heard anybody else call them that. But yeah, this is like the sixth member. He's the boss. His one character trope is anger. He's very angry. Yeah, and rage converter, all that kind of stuff. He has this whole mechanical dragon where I can homing attack from one platform to the other, or I can use the bounce mechanic that this game has, where you can bounce 3 times and each time it goes higher to just kind of go up to where he is and instantly get him. That's easier. That's better. The bounce doesn't come up all that much, but there is like a little hidden speed tech that I've been doing, which is I can bounce onto the ground and like buffer that into a spin dash, which can be pretty useful to start your spin dashes fast. This is another place where I'm happy that I'm running any percent right now, because this entire stage is an auto scroller. You're just kind of like getting blown up by the wind. You can hold the jump button to go down as opposed to up. That's new. And that's basically it. And I'm just going to be getting 100 rings to get another one up right here. I would also like to take this auto scroller time to thank you all for being here, because this run actually might not have happened because 2 days ago my PC refused to start up. So I want to take this time to thank my local computer shop guy who fixed it up in a matter of a day. He was like, "Ooh, that's gonna be tight," and then the next day he just calls, it's like, "Oh yeah, it's just a power supply," which I was happy about because that means I'm not bankrupt. If it was like other stuff, it could have been a lot more expensive. But yeah, I was already like setting up a backup plan using my girlfriend's PC or laptop, which was kind of old, and if necessary, I would have tried to make that work. But fortunately, the local computer shop is the goats, and then they fixed my PC up in record time, and now we're just here without issues. It's great. I was also dealing with a clogged kitchen sink during all of that. It was stressful, so I'm very happy to be here.
It's great. It's great to have you here. Well done.
You, Nick. Thank you. Everybody, thank my local computer shop guy. I want to kiss him on his bald head.
Oh, there's big shout out, big clap. It's local computer guy. Yes.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Coming in clutch.
Alrighty.
Your fate is to be destroyed.
So here we have here we have to get another 100 rings. It's honestly quite tight in order to actually get 100 rings fast enough to actually make this, fast, but you can do it. Just do some platforming and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, now we're just kind of sand sliding. I guess they played Super Mario Galaxy 2 as well and thought like, yeah, sand slide Galaxy. Let's do that. In this one, you can actually see where you're going, though. That's nice. There's a section coming up where the camera is like coming towards you. But rather than having to collect collectibles that are like, off screen when you're facing Mario, this game does the correct thing and has the collectibles appear behind you so that you can see them coming and react. And then they just kind of like, slide slightly faster to you so that they come towards you. It's just like they took lessons from it. Sorry, I have beef with us. I have beef with that galaxy. I kid. So just like, thought I did that one better. Just he gets a W. Anyway, another one up here from getting 100 rings, which I'll be using on the next checkpoint. You might also be thinking, why is this stage not in Desert Ruins? And there's also reasons for that. Skyroad was not originally supposed to be a zone. The zones were actually, there were supposed to be less zones and like one less zone, and they would just have more stages in them. So it's like this one would be in Desert Ruins, Skyroad 1 would be in Windy Hill, Skyroad 2 would be in Silent Forest, and then they have some other leftover stuff like Silent Forest 3, which would have been normally Frozen Factory 3. Now I need to actually lose rings. Okay. Was supposed to do that during the slide, but I'll just do it here with this guy, and then we'll take the intentional death anyway. Don't worry about it. But yeah, after restructuring the game, they just kind of like made it work. It's just like, okay, let's give it like vaguely Sky themes-ish to still make it work, because it just ended up working up better with the boss fights, because essentially you have six normal worlds where you get the same boss twice in both in the second stage and in the fourth stage. And then Lava Mountain can be free fights, essentially, which is exactly where we're going to be getting after this. Now, I do want to negatively shout out this particular boss fight, because this is where you use that other homing attack, like the kick, in order to break his guard. The game does not necessarily teach you this. It also doesn't teach you that for this particular boss and this particular boss only, you can charge up your homing attack like way further than than the usual 3. It's like 8 charges or something, and you have to do that in order to actually get him off. Otherwise, he will just block you, and then you do everything over again, and you can't beat him. It's quite a lot. I've had people had to tell people just straight up how to beat that boss because they couldn't figure it out because the game just doesn't tell you, which is like this game's biggest issue, really. It doesn't tell you things. It really needs to tell you more. But anyway, it's refight time, boss refight time. So let's do it. They're gonna be just as easy.
If you were to recommend this to anyone looking to speedrun a Sonic game, what is it about this game over the other Sonic games that you think makes it a really enjoyable speed game?
I personally think that going fast in this with this game's mechanics and with this game's level design, it gets really, really satisfying once you get a hold of the mechanics. Its biggest issue is just that it doesn't teach you how to play it well. It will take you like multiple playthroughs to really get a good hold of like the spin dash. All of the like tutorials were like relegated to missable question marks essentially that on the stage. That you have to actively press. In the case of the Wii U, it was with the Wii U gamepad, so that was really what was holding it back. But I do think that this game's mechanics, the parkour mechanics, the way the spin dashing works, and that you could just kind of like chain it and like have like a pseudo drop dash by buffering your spin dash from a bounce attack and that kind of stuff. It ends up working really well once you get the hang of it. And also the skips are really cool. There's just really cool ways to break the game. You only see some of them in this particular category. I would definitely say if you pick up the speed game, pick up Wingless, not this category. But yeah, it's I don't know, the skips are fantastic. Alright, gonna actually have to progress a little bit past where I usually would go in this particular case because I am 1 animal short for the rest of this stage. So I'm gonna get that 1 animal in order to get to the final stage. So I proceeded a little bit further to get that 1 animal, kind of fix my routing from earlier. But yeah, also yeah, as Chad is saying, it's a pretty fun Mario speedrun, honestly. But it's like fixes a big problem I have with like a lot of Marios. It makes him fast. By making it Sonic, it makes it fast.
So there you go, folks. If you want to learn a Mario speedrun but don't feel like Mario's fast enough, Sonic Lost World is the speedrun for
absolutely.
you.
I'm very bad at selling my speed games, honestly, but you kind of gotta feel it, you know. That's the thing with Sonic speedruns. They have so much jank. You really just gotta get a feel for it and really gotta really enjoy like dealing with all of that, because it's going to be jank. You have to have a special mentality for Sonic speedruns. I fully admit that. Me personally, I have those brainworms. I have the Sonic brainworms. It's all good. I love Sonic speedruns. This is why it's my main speedrunning franchise, despite having dipped into other stuff.
I can say I really enjoy watching them. I feel like I would get quite frustrated trying to. I did learn Sonic Generations as the only Sonic speedrun I've done, but did not do it for very long because my frustration quickly picked up.
That's fair, and yeah, Generations is a pretty entry level Sonic speedrun for sure. I'd say Sonic Colors is up there as well as one of the chiller ones to pick up. Alrighty. Now this is the final like real stage of the game because Act 4 is just going to be a boss fight. And this is where the routing with the 1-ups really pays off. It's like you use the map 1-up in order to skip this particular section first, so that you don't have to deal with that entire 2D climb, which can be incredibly slow. And then there's going to be another 1-up in the section after that. Thank you, okay. Sometimes it takes a little bit for the damage to catch up with her. It's kind of like, oh right, kind of like a Wile E. Coyote moment, you know? Alright, so another 1-up right here, which we can use to skip the next entire 2D section. And then after that, we're going to manage to squeeze 2 more death warps in this particular stage. There's 4 in this entire stage. It's also a very long stage, so if I do mess up and get a game over, then there you go. It's very punishing to redo. But honestly, with how volatile this run can be, I think we're doing really good on time, actually. I think this has been going pretty well. Some minor mistakes here and there, but...
This looks really solid.
Thank you. Alrighty. So there is a ton of rings on these particular walls that you can wall run on, so I'm going to grab a whole bunch of them, and then a whole bunch more here, to get a 1-up from just getting 100 rings. Then we're going to hit the checkpoint, take the death to spawn the wing. Not going to hit the wing yet, because there's a 1-up right here that I'm going to pick up first.
Nice.
Take the wing, immediately hit the checkpoint, take another death, and then take another wing in order to get to the boss. It's like, that little sequence, I love it so much.
That's a really nice piece of routing.
Yeah, that's what sells this category. That's the kind of stuff is what sells this category on me. It's like, how creative can you get with where 1-ups are, and how you use them to actually skip the stuff. I didn't know he had an active hitbox there. Did I mention this is a Mario game, by the way? Hello, giant Bowser. Alrighty, I just kind of have to hit these blocks into him. I have to space them out enough to not hit his invulnerability frames, but there's enough in order to get him before having to actually climb up further to find more. I have absolutely thrown runs there before. But yeah, the animal routing worked out, you know, on the dot as well. Mainly because I was one short and had to specifically pick one up. But in this particular category, you skip so much of the stages that it is quite tight. Other than a Mario game, by the way, this game is also Sonic Colors. It just was like, hey, I forgot to do my final boss homework. Can I copy yours a little? Sure, man. It's just you can copy it, just change it a little, and then that's what they do. It's it's the same final boss fight, essentially. And then they did it again for Sonic Forces. Alrighty, a 6 charge homing attack there will send him into his second phase. If he does that little grunt, that means I did it correctly, because he does that at the start of his second phase. Now he's going to move with his bullets. It is really the final boss of this run is Lava Mountain 3. This boss fight is a non-issue, generally. Unless you fall asleep, I suppose. Which, I mean, it's 2 a.m.
True that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. This boss fight doesn't look like there's much room to really make any big time saves or anything like that.
Yeah, not really. It is one of the most tightly contested individual levels on the leaderboard. Time is coming up as soon as I clear the score screen right here. Time.
Woo! Fantastic.
Let's see
well done.
What we got. Thank you. A low 101. Ooh. That's spicy. Whew.
Yep, can confirm a final time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 14 seconds.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's only a couple minutes off PB. That's real good. I would say rematch complete, vindicated. That's that went really well.
That was excellent. I've seen this game plenty of times before. I've not actually seen the speed run. This is a really really awesome introduction into it. But before you sort of get into shout outs and other things, I know we sort of briefly touched on your AGDQ run of it, and you obviously talked about the third party controller.
Yeah.
But just sort of obviously you've done quite a few GDQs at this point.
Yeah.
Tell people what it's so much different being there than it is just sort of sat at your own computer doing it right now. How does that feel for you?
It's uncomparable. The energy on the stage there it's so different. Having like an actual crowd in the background and that kind of stuff, and also just having physical commentators right next to you. There's something about it, and I know this kind of sounds like the old guy at the office that is just like, I don't know about this working from home stuff. There's something about the office. It's like, no, genuinely, the atmosphere at a GDQ event is unlike anything you could have online. Which, unfortunately, when we had the lockdown and the online events were going on, it's like you kind of could tell that was missing a bit as well, which was why everybody was so happy to be in person again. But it is genuinely great, and I know that's for a lot of places in the world, it is very hard and expensive to get to a GDQ. I have sunk thousands of euros into my GDQ visits as well, but I don't know. They've been very worthwhile vacations for me. They've been fantastic. Also, the arcade. It's like, I know we're talking about the runs, about doing a run on stage there right now, but but when I'm not on stage, I'm in the arcade doing rhythm games. That's oh goodness.
The arcade is definitely a big highlight.
Yeah,
definitely recommend.
Free arcade games. Well, it's not free. I paid €1,000 to be there, but sure.
Well, this was absolutely fantastic. Please tell our wonderful audience where people can find you. What else are you up to at the moment? Obviously, I'm assuming a lot of preparation for Gamescom, but what else are you up to on your channel at the moment?
Yes. I'm very much in the middle of event season right here. You can find me, Critical Sid, the name that you see on screen, on everywhere I'm on, which is Twitch, YouTube, and Blue Sky, and you can find a deactive Twitter account out there probably as well, but I'm not on that anymore. Just go Blue Sky. But yeah, what I'm currently just working on is preparing for events. I'm doing this run as well for a local marathon that we have here called the Benelux Speedrunner category, which is held here in the Netherlands. 30 minutes from my home. Perfect. I could just drive up and down every day.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm showcasing this run there as well. Which is also going to be for charity, which, adds a little bit of a different aspect to it from how it was here. I had the fun idea of a donation amount for every death. I figured that fits this run well.
That would be really good. Very profitable.
Yeah. I have actually never counted it, so I've just asked my co-commentators. It's like, hey, can you just keep score of how many deaths there are in this thing? But yeah, that's going to be fun. So that's what I'm preparing for right now, which is also part of why I wanted to do any percent here today. And of course, I'm preparing Sonic Heroes Team Chaotix for GDQ Gamescom, which I'm very excited that GDQ is finally coming to Europe for the first time, and I'm looking forward to supporting them there, and it's gonna be good. It is gonna be good. That one will be the opposite of a late night run for me. It will be very early morning, especially for you Americans, because it's 10 a.m. European time. that's run's going to be. But yeah, it's Basically, summer is often just event season for me. Because especially with BSG, I'm pretty heavily involved with that as well as a host and as an interviewer. And I'm sure you have a lot to say about local grassroots events as well, with your own Speedrun Marathon Albion as well. It's like they're awesome. It's like GDQ is awesome, but there's so many smaller localer events as well.
Yes, definitely. Make sure you are supporting your local events as well. And obviously, we try our best to highlight those on here on Fast Travel. So thank you for talking about it. We've got with a shout out for BSG Marathon. BSG Marathon is fantastic. I've never been to a live one. I did get to take part in an online one back when they were online. Yeah, very, very good time. So definitely go and check out BSG Marathon as well. But Sid, thank you so much for staying up late and for being here, showing us Sonic Lost World. Anything last mentioned before I let you go?
Yeah. There's going to be, after I'm done with event season, I am going to continue my work on 100% for this game. No one's ever done it before. I have routed it now. If you're wondering what that entails, look at this little guy. He has a request for me. He's going to give me 3 missions. There's 100 of these. And they get grindy, and I've routed them all. For the fastest amount. Also, there's time attack mode, so where you can get S ranks, that's going to be in the run as well. Red rings on like 5 red rings on every stage. It's going to be a lot. That's been my passion project for the past 2 years in terms of routing, and come this fall, I will probably finally be ready to start doing runs of that. So that's I guess one little self plug as well that I just wanted to throw out there. But so thank you very much, Nick, for having me. It's been wonderful.
You're very welcome. And folks, if that's not a reason to go and give Critical Sid a follow, I don't know what is. Well, that is one run down. Welcome back to Fast Travel. So if you missed that first run, of course, you can go check it out on YouTube. That was Critical Sid with Sonic Lost World. Absolutely fantastic run. We're going to be getting on with our next one very shortly. Now, we talked in that previous run a lot about Gamescom, but that's not the only event we've got coming up on the GDQ channel over the next few months, because Gamescom Quick not only is going to Gamescom, but then very shortly afterwards going to back to PAX West, which submissions are currently open for. So make sure you head over to gdq.gg/submit, get your submissions in, and of course visit west.packsite.com to learn more about the event. We'd love to see you there. All right, we've had one mascot platformer from Sega. We're going to go to another mascot platformer from Sega, because running Ristar now, we have got Shime. Welcome to Fast Travel.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I hope everybody's doing great and having this amazing Friday night. My name is Gabriel. You can call me Shime. And I'm so happy to be back at GDQ after 5 years. Like, I presented this game on a race at SGDQ 2020, and now I'm back with the game for an 80% showcase. And I'm not alone here. I have 2 of the greatest people on the community. That is Hera and Ristar. And so, folks, go present yourselves.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Ristar.
Hello, everybody. I'm Haram Scarum. Nice to meet you.
So, yeah, it's going to be a great showcase here, because there's a lot of new things that both Ristar and Haran and the people at the community have found out during this last a year and a half, I guess. Yeah, a year and a half. Because Mackie had the Super Any is it Super Any percent? Yeah, I think it's Super Any percent. But yeah, they presented the game at AGDQ, and since that, there was so many good things we have found on this game, and I hope that I can show you everything this game has to offer. So without further ado, I'm gonna press start here and go to the menu screen, and time starts as soon as I press start on a game start here. So little countdown. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
And we're
Let's
off.
go.
Good luck, Sheem.
So thank you. So we have a cute yellow star here. He can stretch his arms and jump around, and we can do a lot of things with this. It's a platforming game, so and it's a simple platforming game. So
Yeah, pretty much Ristar can only jump and grab. That's all he can kind of do. But the way they designed the game, there's a lot of things you can grab in a bunch of different ways they react. One thing you're going to see Sheem do throughout the run is called recoil canceling. Sometimes when Ristar hits something with his head, he bounces back. About halfway through that bounce back, you can press a grab in the opposite direction and start moving a little bit earlier than you normally would.
yeah, and there is a first mid-boss. Every world here, every stage, every planet has 3 acts, I would say. And every first act is a mid-boss. There's a small boss. And the snake is... all of them has RNG components on it. And the snake was quite an easy one. And...
Yeah, if the
Now
snake decides
we-
to go up, then he's kind of, it's a time loss, but he went to the side, so.
And then we're coming up, and then we're coming up on the first star handle here. After Ristar spins around about 6.5 times or so, he can enter something we call meteor strike mode. That's what it says in the manual. People also just refer to it as shooting star mode, but Ristar will zoom through the sky really, really fast. And when we collide with walls and things, it makes it actually last longer. So normally in the run, you would see us, try to do things to make hit the wall and make it last as long as possible to go as far as possible. But one of the levels where we would normally do that, which is Scorch 2, Sheem's gonna try a newly found zip, so be excited for that.
I'm very excited to show that because I was practicing earlier, and I hope... actually, I went did it well, so I hope I can pull it out here today. And there's our first boss here, which is Riho, which is actually the enemy behind the Elder. And we do a quick kill here by climbing the Elder and hit it on his back. And by doing that, we can give only 3 hits and make the job done. And that was the best kill. One of
Yeah,
the
it was
best
good.
kills.
It was overall a good
Yeah.
floor, yeah. First world.
It's already over. Floor 1's already done, or just Planet Flora.
Yeah, and now we're on to Undertow, which is a water-themed planet. And even though there's a lot of platforming games on the 90s that when it comes to water platformings, you expect to be kind of slowly. It's not the case here because Risa is a great swimmer.
Yeah, and you'll see how good of a swimmer he is in the next level too.
The next level is really where all the swimming gets shown off.
Yeah, I tried to go for a small zip here, small skip, which is the high tide skip. But yeah, I had to
like
hit.
Shima tried, you can actually beat the water up there and then climb over the pillar.
Yeah,
But
it is
it
around.
requires- Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it says around 1 second and a half. I don't remember.
It's somewhere around there, 1 to 2 seconds. But it's you have to have really good timing on your recoil cancels to keep gaining height as you grab the side of the tower.
Wait, shout out to the soundtrack. One of the best ones in the Genesis.
That's true.
Easily.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
So here we have another mini boss here. This is the mini boss for Undertow 1. It's just a few waves of enemies, literally waves of enemies falling from the sky.
Literally. Waves.
Now I need to focus her here. Need to be a little focused right now.
Yeah. This is...
Some new tech. Some new stuff.
We have a new zip here.
no! I messed up. Oh, I saw
Okay.
blocked.
So what you see happening here is there's a little bonus room and a door closes you in once you go in, and you hit the chests. The chests can randomly have bonus items, or seahorses in them. If you manage to find bonus items, the door opens back up.
Yeah.
It's RNG whether or not you get seahorses. And when the door spawns, we can actually go into the floor by turning around on the spot where the door spawns, and then we can swim to the end of the level, and it saves like, what, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes?
Yeah. That's so bad. Like, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Like, I could mess up, but not that bad. Because if you mess that up, it's a certain soft lock.
Right.
Like, I did it correctly, but I pressed too much to the right, to the left, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I messed up,
Normally,
yeah.
When it messes up, you just get put into the bonus room and you just do the bonus room, which loses, 10 seconds or something over a normal trek through the level. But there, Sheen actually got into the floor, and if you don't transition to down left and swim fast enough, you kind of just get into a spot that prevents the next part of the level from allowing you into it, pretty much.
Yeah. But that was a good attempt.
Yeah,
I need to have a glimpse of what that, how that works. Because
You definitely know we're not supposed to go in the floor.
Yeah.
You sure? I thought that was intentional this whole time.
So yeah, otherwise
Playing the game wrong.
this level has a lot of swimming.
A lot of damage boost as well. Like this is an extra too. So if you're not careful enough, you can get a death here, and every death you take here is around 20-second time loss. So yeah, there's a lot of places you can get a hit and get really low on health.
Yeah,
Especially because of these.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, especially because of those spiky things the enemy throws at you.
Yeah, so there's the Nautilus that are swimming around, the 3 baby ones. Once you defeat the 3 baby ones, the big one spawns, and when you beat the big one, then it allows you to go into the next room.
Yeah.
And now
there's also
yeah.
I just hope they don't do the jellyfish pattern.
Yeah.
Not this time. But yeah, the way OSAT works is that they attack both in the background and in the foreground, and they have certain patterns we can predict whether basically by their attacks. And actually there was the other one I would say.
Not bad. That's a good pattern.
There's a lot of patterns. Like the first one will always be the standard attack with the stone right
Yeah, he
afterwards.
attacks the pillar in the background and drops rocks.
Yeah.
That always happens.
And then after that, it just depends. It's random.
But the first
next
one's
attack,
random.
I should say.
Yeah, the
and
next
then
attack is
depending
random.
on what he does.
And then it's a set after that.
Yep. And if you get the jellyfish, all bad.
All bad, all the time.
You want School of Fish. If you get School of Fish, you're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, and the fast swim is also good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And now we're on Scorch, and Scorch is one of the greatest stages of the run too, because there's a lot of things we can do here, especially on the first part, which is going to happen in a few minutes. Oh, that was good. So I have to carry this statue here, this mini Ristar statue, to a certain part, and there I'm gonna perform a skip.
Yeah, so
bit focused here because the tight platforming. I don't want the statue to drop down, but take it away.
So within the past year, a lot of things have been found by a bunch of members of the community, new and old. This is one of them. This is called Noodle Skip, found by Starberry Noodles in the chat. And pretty much that button.
Oh no!
Man.
That button is supposed to be a shortcut down to here, which skips a long maze section.
Drunk.
Okay, we can try Noodles again. And that shortcut if Ristar lands on the button right after the statue, he goes into this weird floating state, and we can actually just go into the floor and skip the entirety of the mini boss from this level.
Yeah. But the issue that there's a safe way by pause buffering and waiting for the meteors to come down. So when the last meteor spawns, and I walk all the way to the left, it's kind of certain that I get the zip done, but I think I messed up that time. I think I was a little late to press that, but I can try it again.
Oh yeah, and there's a specific pixel here that works a little bit better. Found by Harem Scarum, who's commentating here.
Hello. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Oh, it's kind of hard to see with the, at least on the stream, but.
Yeah, but there's a
being really close to the screen and be like, where is it?
I had to get very close to the screen to know where I am. But don't worry, there's still a lot of things to show here yet, especially on a late game.
Yes.
And now we have a very fun memory game. The first one kind of shows you how to play. It shows you 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have to hit them in this particular order. And it gets progressively harder. So this one will tell you, but then the number will go away, so you gotta remember where they were. And then the last one's much faster.
And I just realized that I kind of forgot how this boss works, and sometimes I mess up so bad that I had to do it again.
Nice.
Nice. It really is embarrassing whenever you forget and you mess it up and you're like, oh, I gotta do it again. My short-term memory is failing.
So this level, normally when we play it, there's 3 star handles like this, and we kind of just zoom to the end of the level with some specific spins. Here, Sheen went and jumped into that pulley and made the bucket. That was close. Made the bucket a higher height, because otherwise the glitch doesn't. This zip that he's doing right now doesn't work if the bucket's not a little tiny bit higher than its initial point. So right now he's going for a specific release. Oh, that was really close.
Yeah, I'm gonna go forward. Yeah.
Okay. I
don't know if I was on the right spot. Yeah, the second one he's kind of tough. Let's go no normal way.
Yeah, that orbit just decides to blow up everything, by the way.
He's very...
Yeah. Man. Okay. Okay, that's way better.
That's very good.
There you go. Nice.
That's the swing. If you were doing it normally without the zip, that's the swing that you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. This old boy. So he's going to pop out of the ground. How he works. He's going to pop out of the ground twice, and then you hit him, and then he's going to destroy the floor, and then you go into a falling phase with him, and then you have to hit him while he's falling, and then the whole thing just repeats. Pretty simple.
Yeah. And then you always have the one extra hit for good measure at the very end.
Yes.
He's still acting the fool at the end. Yeah,
there's a bug with this fight too, and I'm not sure how it works, but he can get an extra phase. I don't 100. Yeah, I've seen it before, and like multiple people have reported it. But like he changes to a color, like a gold color palette. You know how you can get the color changing glitch, but somehow he can get an extra phase, and I'm not sure what triggers that. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
I don't know if I've ever seen that one too much. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
I was very scared I could die here because I was on 1 health. So I was pretty careful to don't get hit by the hitbox.
Yeah, he can get a little scary. That is Scorch.
Yeah, and now on to Sonata, which is one of my favorite stages of the game. There's a lot of execution here, especially on Sonata 1. And it's a sound planet, like it's a music planet. Music planet, yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, it's a music planet. Or it starts off kind of dystopian and like the music is gone and you're restoring the music to the initial part of the world by giving these birds their metronomes, which you can hear in the soundtrack. It's kind of got this like dystopian, bleak sound to it. But when you give more birds their metronomes, you restore like the cheerier, chirpier part of the song.
And what I did right now was the God cycle. So this second metronome here, we want to do it perfectly on time with this fan, so we can climb it up and get it right when we go towards this bird. And I think I messed it up. Okay, but okay, that's fine.
Good.
No time lost. Done. And just after that, we have the metronome skip.
Yes. It's pretty much 2 frames
Hey, first try.
back to back, and he gets it first try.
First try. Let's
Wow.
Yeah, at least it
tough.
pays a little of what I couldn't show in the early game.
Yeah, that was awesome. And what's really cool about this level, oh sorry, I'll let you focus on this real quick.
No, go ahead.
Is that every time you give a metronome to one of the birds, it adds a layer to the music. And the music evolves as you play. It's really awesome.
That's such a cool stage. Such a good use of the soundtrack. Honestly, like it's. I love this stage. It's
There you have it.
storytelling through the music.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so good.
Okay.
I didn't need
dig
it
it.
anyway.
So this level coming up here, Sonata 2, has a lot of damage boosting, and there's a lot of ways to get hit when you don't want to be hit as well. So conserving your HP is very important, or finding ways to get HP is very important for this level to play quickly.
Okay.
Nice, good RNG on the guitar.
Oh, that was a
Ooh.
good dance. So let's go.
That ballerina can grief us really hard and just make us take damage. It's hard to grab that ballerina while they're spinning and not take damage.
But yeah, I take that. If I at least I get one ballerina done
Yes.
without taking damage, I can guarantee the rest of the stage will be fine. Especially because of that part here with the green orblet.
Yes.
I could take a hit there without getting myself worried. But yeah, we're playing on health here. We should be fine.
And coming up, this next boss is a bird who cannot sing, but decides that they want to sing. And the problem is that they have a perch that they land on, and the perch sends us really far backwards when we hit it. Well, what we do, we stand under the perch facing the other way, so we get sent backwards into the perch, and we can continually hit it without being knocked back.
Let's go. Oh, the drop note. No.
He can decide to drop one of those notes at the beginning of the fight. I think it's a 1 in 4 chance, so you got really unlucky.
Yeah. And since we want to get full health on this fight,
Yes, some
Yeah,
bosses,
that's-
based on your HP, you have a different victory animation that lasts a different amount of time. A few bosses, you want lower HP. This one, you actually want full HP, and the level ends faster if you're full HP.
Now, I have a question. The stuff that's falling from the ceiling, without saying what it actually is, what do you think it is? What does it look like? When I was a kid, I thought it was flowers. I thought it was dropping flowers on you.
when I was a
It's
kid,
glass, right?
It is. It's like stained glass because there's like stained glass in the background.
And there's a big organ,
what it's
right?
supposed to
Yeah.
be.
like,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I thought I saw those glasses like, you know, that kind of food you give to fish on the aquarium.
Yeah.
Those
It is
colorful
kinda
ones.
like
I always thought it was something like that.
that's
Get over
good.
my mind with.
It does look like old fish food.
So for the most part, this level here is very straightforward. You kind of play it the same way every time. Nothing really usually goes wrong, except for the mini boss at the end. There is a snowball fight where there's quite a bit of RNG. Ristar makes snowballs, and the snowballs are completely RNG, and he cannot control it knowingly at all. And then sometimes it takes him so long to make a snowball, he actually does his idle animation.
Yeah, I would add on to that. Ristar makes snowballs when he feels like it.
That's true.
If he don't feel like it, he's not making a snowball, he's making a snowman. He does what he wants when he wants.
And then the boss is also RNG. We can kind of avoid that by doing a little trick where 2 frames before Ristar lands, 1 to 2 frames before he lands, you can get an icy fastball like that one. It's a secret technique. And it hits through when he's able to block. It just always enemy that
I knew that. Oh.
So one thing you can also do, you can actually grab through his name's Wowie. You can grab through Wowie's snowballs. You can just press grab and it'll break them. That's also secret tech.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sometimes too, you'll see when he throws the snowballs, he kind of like jumps. If you throw a fastball at just the right time while he's like, his arms are extended in the air and he's jumped a little bit, the fastball will just go right under him. It's awful.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, alright, we're making progress. No worries.
Oh, that was so close.
Okay, we made it through.
Again there, man.
That was close. That was a
Hey, you made it
clutch
through.
fight. Yes, you got it.
Hold on.
That fight can go sideways very quickly if you don't get the timing on the snowball. It's very hard to find it.
And then
That makes sense.
yeah, for sure, right. I think the consensus is this is probably the best song in the game, Freon 2.
It was for me until I put it as my ringtone. Let me give you a piece of advice. If you like a song, don't make it your ringtone. You'll hate it forever. I used to love this song. It's still good. I love it, but every time I hear it, I think I'm getting a phone call. No.
Yeah, I feel that. Like it's both this song and the ones from Undertale that are my favorite.
Yes.
I love the Undertale 2 song.
In addition to that, yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite levels to play. It feels really good to execute this level well.
It's such a nice combination of like the regular platforming and the swimming. It's just
Yes.
so well done. Except this part. I don't like this part
I
at
think
all.
no one likes this part.
So we can redirect our momentum by grabbing the ceiling and kind of, instead of having to wait all the way to the end for the slope to turn us around, we can grab the ceiling and turn ourselves around a little bit earlier. But it is really tricky. And if you miss and you fall all the way down, even if you kill that little guy with the spikes at the bottom, he respawns when you get far enough away and you can get hit by him again.
These are fun.
Yeah.
Just like this next boss. Eat 'em more.
Eat 'em more.
Eat a more lunch. That is his name. Eat a more lunch.
Everybody loves
Guys-
Eat 'em more. Everybody loves
we
the
are-
JP Eat 'em more one.
That's true. If you see he's being fed something steaming, something hot, go ahead and place in the chat what you think that Eat a More lunch is being fed right now. Whether it's curry, hot cereal, pizza, whatever you want to call this, go ahead and place your opinions and thoughts in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes, what are we throwing into his mouth and what is he snacking on in the meantime? What is that? Just a bag?
Oh, nice.
Nice!
Good.
Ooh, very good.
Good,
And
great.
team hits a freeze skip. Normally we have to wait to be frozen and then get unfrozen, wait for him to be done blowing his breath, and then wait for the guy to bring the curry back over. But he
Oh
just
my
skipped that entirely.
Oh no, now you're too hype on it. You're like, I got it, yes, now.
Somehow I just forgot that I actually had to throw the soup at him.
I think you'll get
Okay.
a freeze here. Yep. All good, no worries.
Hot curry, fish soup, soup pho. Okay. I've never seen someone call it pho before. I like that.
Ooh,
There it is.
very nice. and that is Freeyard.
Ah, yes, and just
More
like
worlds to go.
yes, and just like Scorch with our 2 new zips. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see them today, but we will definitely see the 2 new zips in Automaton, this next planet. Both levels, crazy zips. Get ready for this. Keep your keep your focus on.
Many moons ago, this level used to be the make or break. You could get really stuck here with a pole skip. Not anymore. We don't do that anymore. Now we zip.
And Sheem is taking damage on purpose on the way here for a very specific reason.
That was a really good pole climb too. Very nice.
Hey, I usually mash the grab button to manipulate the platforms there, so it can be more easier for me to pass through. And there it is.
Gone. Goodbye level.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Let me take it.
And the reason we need to be 1 HP is because we zipped to the very last checkpoint of the level, and Sheem is going to try to take damage to spawn at that checkpoint, which is way faster than actually playing the level.
I was very scared because you can soft lock on there if you go too much to the left. And since I didn't have the visual cue of where Ristar could be landing, I had to press the left and right until I was certain that he took the damage, the last damage.
So this boss, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say we also got the fast pattern. His pattern is set, but the first move that he does is always random. We want to see either the spinny circles or we want to see the cross pattern first.
I didn't know. I never really thought about like which one was the fastest. I think spinny circles make sense though because you can grab them so high.
Yeah, you can grab them really high up, and like for like the DNA, the helix pattern, and then the one where he's got him like circling around him, you have to wait for him to come all the way down, and then a little longer.
That makes sense. Okay, so now, yes,
Here we
I got you. Just so you.
I would accept not doing that. I need to do this.
Yeah. So this zip here, this level has 16 or so rooms that we have to go through. This zip is in the 3rd room and it saves about 2 minutes. But on top of that, the zip itself is actually rather easy compared to the other ones to execute. So let's see if Sheem hits this here. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Just one more part.
I need to wait. Nice. There it is.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Well done.
That's the biggest skip of the run, right? I think
Massive
like
time save.
Yeah,
it's definitely over
time
2
save
minutes.
is crazy. That level is quite long.
And then you think about the time save, but then you also think about the fact that you don't have to execute the things in the level, right? So that's
Yep. Yeah, the level itself can be pretty tough. This old boy is Uranim, is his name. It's pretty straightforward and simple. You'll see that we do a little damage boosting to get inside of his hitbox and then just spam up grab, which he will be doing again. Oh, no, he didn't Hadouken, so we didn't get to do that. That's okay. Just hit him a couple more times and
I forgot that if I get a little late on the cycle, I have to stand on the corner, so he will instantly do the charge attack. But yeah, that was a good fight. The point is that it was a good fight, yeah.
Yeah, it was a very good fight. Typically on the red phase, like you said, you stand on the corner there, and then that baits the Hadouken, and then you can go inside of him and do all that, but still a really good fight. Now we're on the last level, Greedy's Castle. Here we are.
Yeah, pretty much this last little bit is kind of like a boss rush. We have 3 bosses in a row with 1 small level, and we're about to see that small level right now.
Small level, no title card. I kind of like the lack of a title card. It's kind of dramatic, you know?
Right,
every
we need
world up
into
to
the
this
level
point.
like that.
Yeah, every world up to this point has a little introduction and a title card. Round 6, round 5, but this is like, boom, we're here. It's time to win.
Yeah, so out of the 3 bosses, we just defeated one of them. There are 2 more bosses left. The next boss we're going to see features a lot of damage boosting.
And I'm gonna go out in here.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Gonna go for it.
So the boss has these shields, and you have to hit the shields a certain number of times before the boss is actually hittable. His eye will start glowing when he's hittable. But we damage boost his stand into these shields, because normally the shields knock you away, but if you have recently taken damage and you're in iframes, you can stand in them and do the same thing that we did on the perch. We can face away and we can keep hitting the shield vertically. Now, one other thing about this boss that's really crazy, when his eye is flashing, any hits on the shield actually carry over into the next phase. So sometimes we will use that to our advantage to make a lot of, even skip some phases sometimes.
Yeah, that was quite slow, yeah. I messed up, there's a setup here I usually do. Shout out to the Chrono who does that.
Yeah.
But there's a setup, there is a risky setup here where it pays off very well, it's kind of fast, but you have to do it, everything accordingly. But yeah, I messed up the first part and then the rest was a roller coaster.
Now we're on the final boss, Greedy, who has 3 phases. The first one here is the turrets. Second phase, you hit him 5 times while he's dashing around. He drops these little orblet guys. And you can definitely get some really bad patterns. And then we're on the 3rd phase where he tries to spawn a black hole and electrocute you. We're coming up on time very soon. 2 more hits. 1 more hit.
This next hit. This time.
Time.
GG.
Well done, GG.
GG's.
Nice. I'm glad you got to show off some of those crazy looking zips.
Yeah, that was a roller coaster actually. I couldn't pull out that was the only 2 I really wanted to show up, but yeah, at least you got a glimpse of what how it works like. But if I did it correctly, that would be like a ton of time saves. That would be like around 24, 25 minutes. What was the time?
It looks like 31:09 on the stream.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, just having a look now. Yep, that's correct. 31 minutes, 9 seconds.
Yeah, there's a lot. I was very nervous, so as soon as I messed up the script zip, I was like, okay, I need to get other things correctly, and everything was going wrong, so I was getting nervous, but
you did great.
Yeah, I just pulled out at least the soap zip and
yes,
the new sweep zip on the
so sweep zip is Automaton 1, and then MTP-TP is the one on Automaton 2.
I don't know how nervous I am, but regardless, thank you so much. Thank you, Nick, for the opportunity. Thank you, Riz. Thank you, Heron, for the commentary. It really helped me out.
Thank you for the invitation. I enjoyed it. Yeah,
this is a blast.
Yeah, and GG to everyone in the chat, to everyone in the Ristar community. These guys are amazing. We are doing a lot of things, a lot of improvements throughout the last year. And now, even Ristar found a new zip on 7.1 this week, but I couldn't be able to pull it out.
Yeah, that one's task only, but it's okay.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for the opportunity, Nick, and keep watching this amazing event. There's a lot of games going on next, and yeah, there is that. I'm so happy to be part of this showcase once again. To have my shirt on, and there it is. See ya, guys, and have a great night.
This has been absolutely fantastic, Sheen. Thank you. Before I do let you go, though, tell people where they can find you, the kind of things that you're up to at the moment.
Perfect. You can find me here on every social media as Team Gabriel. I am trying to get my best to get back to streaming, but I promise I will get back to it. But yeah, on Blue Sky, on Twitch, on YouTube, you can find me as Team Gabriel. I usually upload a lot of my PBs there on the YouTube, and yeah, you can see me here on Discord as well. So yeah, every time you want, I'll be here for you guys.
I've seen a lot of questions in the chat throughout the run about Crash Bash.
Oh no, yeah, forget about that. It's a running joke by Chapu because I was playing the game on Retro Achievements, and he's always questioning about every time I enter a Discord call, he's like, "Oh, when's Crash Bash?" I can't take that anymore. Yeah, shout outs to Chapu. Chapu, vai ter, calma. Yeah, thank you once again.
And any last shout outs from our 2 wonderful commentators?
Yeah, head on over to SRC and check out the Ristar leaderboards, and come over to the Ristar Discord if you're interested in learning more about the game, want to speedrun, or just want to hang out. There's a lot of cool guys in there.
You took the words right out of my mouth. All I want you guys to do is play Ristar and come hang out and play this game and speedrun with us.
Oh, this has been fantastic. Really technical run. So much fun to watch. You guys have been really fun, really entertaining. So thank you so much for being here and bringing this run back to GDQ. All right, folks, that's 2 down. We've got 1 more. Welcome back to Fast Travel, everybody. We have had 2 runs already completed, and we've got 1 more for you today. For the theme of today's show, as was our last episode before SGDQ 2026, we are going back in time with some former GDQ mainline runners. So yeah, we've already checked out Sonic Lost World, we've checked out Ristar, and yeah, for our final run, we are really taking a swift hard right on the theming of the game. Before we get to that, we've talked about Gamescom, we've talked about PAX West, but Flame Fatales 2026 is also coming up. That's going to be live September 13th to 19th. And if you want to volunteer for the event, all creators can apply to become an ambassador, and community members can submit to volunteer during the event as well. But you've only got until the end of tomorrow, end of the weekend, to get your submissions in to volunteer. So visit gdq.gg/ff for more information about Flame Fatales 2026. It's going to be another fantastic event. Anyway, let's as I said, we are taking a very hard turn from mascot platformer to action adventure horror with this very quirky horror game, Alisa, released in 2020, and this is being run by someone who's ran on the on Fast Travel before. Juho has returned to showcase this very strange game for us. Welcome back to Fast Travel, Juho.
Hi, I'm great to be back. Always love to be running games at like 9 in the morning for everyone at GDQ. By the way, yes, I ran this game back in SGDQ 2022 in the comfort of my home when they opened up the hybrid event at that time. Since then, I came back to do GDQ, like SGDQ 2024 and SGDQ 2025 with a couple of the other runs as well. But this is the first one that I did way back in 2022. With me, I have a very special guest who also did commentary during my SGDQ run. It is the developer or the creator of this game, Casper. Say hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So I have
I'm
him
here
back
to answer
again.
some questions.
Yes, answer some questions, and also because this is the developer's cut, and we are also like gonna try to travel back in time as well to talk about Alisa and probably the next game that is about to come out as well, which is Alisa the Parting. So we are hoping to talk about that. But if you do not know about Alisa, basically this game is like Resident Evil mixed with Alice in Wonderland. It is a neat action adventure horror game. Very cool and all. It was released back in 2022. Is it 2022? Yeah, 2022. And I really do love running this game. I haven't run this game in a while, so hopefully I could get some of a very low time of sub 50. Well, we will see. Anyways, time will start when I actually hit no on this menu right here. The reason why we hit no is because we want to get more money or more currency in this game. So yeah, 3, 2.
I think. sorry.
Think what?
I think I cannot see the stream yet.
Ooh.
I don't know where I can see the stream. Wait, hold on.
You got
Just
that?
didn't click something. Sorry. Okay, you can start.
Oh.
Yeah.
We are ready.
Sorry.
We're so ready.
Woohoo! Cool.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. There we go.
Let's go. Woo.
All right. So the story of Alisa is basically she is a secret agent that was dispersed by the Supreme Leader, if I'm not mistaken, because I haven't been up with the lore for a very long time. She's a secret agent that was dispersed by the Supreme Leader of this fantasy land, France, Belgium, the French-speaking area, if I'm not mistaken. And we are trying to track down this guy called Albertus Alvarez, if I'm not mistaken. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so we are trying to track down this guy who actually stole blueprints from the Supreme Leader. And we're trying to go through every single houses, areas, to find this guy. Eventually, later on, we will be going into the deeper parts of this game, which is the Victorian Mansion, or the Victorian Dollhouse, as they call it. We go into this house at the moment to talk about to talk to this guy, to interview this guy. Our partner Jean, if I'm not mistaken, Jean. The last time when I ran this game at SGDQ 2022, I called this guy Jean, and I was like, oh, it's Jean, because it's a French name, and I didn't know about it. And if I'm not mistaken, this guy is voiced by your grandfather, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It's actually my stepfather.
Oh yeah, yeah, your stepfather.
Yeah.
So, what do you do?
He's now like 91 years old.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, he's very old.
Or sometimes I go.
So yeah, we have a little like auto scroller right here. Oh, not auto scroller. Like we just have a waiting point, like a cutscene over here. But we will soon be out of the house to find this guy who stole the blueprints and such. Yeah. Anyways, we are running through the woods right now, trying to go towards a place. So I guess we got time to like ask any questions, I guess, if you have any questions, Nick.
Yeah. I mean, how for you, how much has this changed since that original run?
Like me speedrunning?
Yeah.
Or I don't know. I feel like I just picked up a lot more games afterwards. I was like, oh yeah, I did my GDQ run. I think since then I really wanted to do more GDQ runs, and then I did the Muscle March run for 24, and then the Rose of Camellia run for 25. But also I was like kind of genuinely wanted to go on site at that time. I think like after 2022, I just felt like, you know what, maybe I should try to go on site, because I did the run back in like my house, which I'm doing it right now. So I think it was a bigger perspective of me wanting to go to GDQ, and it was a very fun time actually going to Minnesota, as someone who lives on the other side of the world. And yeah, for those who do not know, I live in Singapore, so yeah, it's like 9 a.m. in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning, sorry. Alright, we get all these monsters, we get hit. That's all we have to do.
Ugh.
Yeah. There is a thing where you can just attack them, and then if you kill all of them, they still drag you down, so they do nothing.
Yeah. But you do get, I think, 15 tooth wheels for it when you wake up.
I think so, if you were to kill all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
But
and you can get the saber for free, basically. Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. But yeah, we are in the Victorian dollhouse, wearing as like an Alice outfit, I guess. Alright.
Yeah.
So we wake up, we grab a pistol, and we grab a key. And then we are gonna go into the wonders of this dollhouse. Alright. So as you can tell, it looks like a mansion. What a mansion, am I right? There's a lot of cool like Easter eggs along the way as well. Like later on, we are gonna be talking about a Jill sandwich. But yeah, I think the first objective, or the first objective that I had to do in this part of the game at the moment is to just unlock one of the areas that we have to go through in the game. There are a couple of like bosses. I guess in total there's like 5 bosses that you have to defeat in this game before you could actually free yourself. But yeah, it's just getting a bunch of stuff right now. Grabbing this key.
Yeah.
There you go.
Easy.
Easy puzzle.
Oh, you're already there.
The whole slide as well. The whole walk slide.
Yeah.
I will mention this as well. This is actually the current version of the game. When I did my run in SGDQ 2022, it was not the developer's cut, but right now it's actually called the developer's cut because since then they added, or like Casper actually added 2 new enemies, if I'm not mistaken, and a couple new enemies as well in the game.
And outfits and
outfits, yes.
Game Plus came too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically why it's called developer's cut is because the game was created with a very small Kickstarter budget, and by the time it was finished, we ran out of budget, so we couldn't add all the things that we really wanted to put in the game, just because of no budget anymore. But after it sold well, we had the time and money to, you know, have another year of development to put everything in it that we wanted to add.
That's actually pretty cool though. To hear, like, because the game actually did very well, and you guys got a little bit more budget to put in a little bit more stuff. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Another Easter egg, not a lot of people know, only by hacking the game actually, is the guy that walks on the bottom of the stairs is actually me.
Oh yeah, yeah. When I did my run back in 22, yeah, you said it. You said it. It was you because I thought thought it was the guy who we are fighting. Initially, I thought it was the guy that we are gonna fight pretty soon.
Chasing.
Which is no, Pierre. Pierre.
Yeah.
Doctor. Yeah. And then you said no, it's me. I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense. Alright, so we're gonna unlock this like funhouse area by we were collecting these blocks along the way, and using these blocks we spell the word fun. Yay, because we want to have fun. And now we are into the funhouse area. Hopefully I don't get bonked down like the last time I actually ran this game. Because the first time, yeah, the first time that I showcased this game, I was really nervous. I was like super nervous. I drank a lot of water during the run. I also, like, you know, got bonked during the pendulum section of the game. Yeah, and here we are in the Carnival Funhouse area, where we're gonna do a bunch of other stuff as well to unlock the boss arena in this section of the game. Alright. First of all, we need
everyone's favorite enemies.
The annoying ones.
Yeah, the bikes.
All right, we gotta.
I actually really wanted to make it. I really wanted to make it annoying.
Yeah, they were so annoying though. But yeah, right now we are gonna kill them anyway. As annoying as they are, we have to kill like 2 of them. So yeah, killing all these enemies, or like killing these, like the enemies actually give you 2 wheels, and the 2 wheels are gonna be used for currency, which we will be going to a shopkeeper later on in the game. His name is Paul, and it's it's voiced by Casper himself as well. So there's a lot of stuff that's voiced by Casper, and also like I do want to mention about this as well. The music in the game that you're listening to at the moment is actually done by his girlfriend Alisa.
Wife? No.
Wife,
actually.
yes, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, in the meantime, I think maybe back when you... No, I was already married, I think.
Were you married back in 22?
22? Maybe. Actually, I can't.
That doesn't bode well.
My brain isn't working very well right now.
Oh, when is your anniversary? But yeah, we go through the cage maze, Normally we don't really take those bullets, but because this is like a showcase, I will take those bullets just in case anyway. And also take a bunch of like medkits as well because yeah. It's a safety kind of thing. Yeah, I need more bullets because the upcoming fight or like the first boss of the game is very RNG dependent. So if I like lose a bunch of bullets, then a portion of the game afterwards I am gonna be a bit screwed. But you know, I would say like I found a little time save that I didn't know about a couple days ago, where like you don't have to take those amount of bullets at the cage maze. You can just like skip it and take another bunch of bullets somewhere else in the game. But I didn't really know about it until like recently, so maybe if I would have come back to this game again, I would like reroute it or something. There's a bunch of stuff that I actually did reroute before a long time ago, but yeah. Anyways, ooh, this is a fever dream, honestly. Yeah, this is a fever dream.
This is a cool room.
Very cool. I think it's all a bunch of like mirrors or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, smoke and mirrors.
All right.
No, when was your the first time you streamed? When was what month was it actually?
The first time I streamed this game?
Yeah, your previous run. When there?
It was July, if I'm not. It was like July 1st or something. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I was already married then.
Oh heck yeah.
1 month.
Oh heck yeah.
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 No, I had to think like when you streamed.
I can't remember. Okay, but by the way, yeah, because what Casper is actually in Japan at the moment. He moved from Belgium to Japan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So we're both kind of like in the morning areas at the moment. So I'm tired. He's tired. He's just waking up.
Yeah.
We'll let you off.
But I was about to say this. This whole time that I was in this area, I got to grab a bunch of party hats because we are about to be opening up the first boss arena of Alisa. I was about to think about healing up, but you know what? I'm not gonna heal up.
Still plenty of health.
It's a little bit health. It's a little bit, not full, but a little bit. Yeah, I got hit by the bike guy like so many times, and I'm like, nope. All right, so this guy right here is Pierre Edmonston. He's in that cage, but I had to shoot him like a bunch of times. I have to actually shoot him from far back because you know these hammers are actually kind of like not that close to me, so I could actually just like, you know, not take the hits.
Mostly the boxing gloves.
Yeah, the boxing gloves are the ones that are quite RNG dependent because if they hit you, you're kind of screwed in the long run. But right now we actually get him out of there, and we are gonna try to shoot him. The way on how I actually know on how to shoot him is that the bottom right there is a crosshair. If it glows orange, if it glows orange, it means that you're actually aiming at the enemy. That's a really good fight. That was like a very good fight without taking any damage at all.
I look really slick.
Yeah, in my practice runs, I got hit like so many times and I had to use like 1-2 medkits, and I'm like, no, please don't. But yeah, that's a very good fight. That was a really good fight as well. I got to kill, I got to defeat Pierre with like one single magazine, and that's about it. So yeah, if you think that we are actually out of the funhouse area, think again. We are gonna be going back because Pierre actually gave us the pulse meter. If I'm not mistaken, it's a pulse meter. So in this game, you're supposed to use the pulse meter for a clock, to figure out a code in the game. I'm gonna be a bit safe right here because I'm getting flashbacks. I don't want to get bonked. That's what it is. All right. But yeah, if you got any more like questions, if you want to ask me like anything you want me to reminisce.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, like, how did you come across this game in the first place? And
oh no!
Sort of from that,
so
from that, how did this relationship with Casper start?
You gotta blame this on Ecdysis, the one of the showrunners of the GDQ Hotfix as well. He introduced me to this game because he said, "Hey Juho, I know you are a gooner. Play this game." And I was like, sure. And I fell in love with this game, and then I just speedrun this ever since. 324. All right. Twitch chat, I need you to just write the numbers 324, please. Very important because it's coming up pretty soon in like 30 seconds or something. So what that code is that I had to memorize like 3 of the 4 digits of a save. The reason why I say 3 out of 4 is because 1, I don't want to waste time, so I just take 3 out of 4. 2, you can just like process of elimination on it. You can get it immediately. So
that's like a trick that I learned from you.
Yep.
Like the first time you streamed this one back in the day, I learned this from you. That like you only need these 3 numbers over a code of 4. So now I keep doing this when I play such horror games. I just skip on the.
It was actually like, okay, it was the first time that I was like, oh, you know what? I should actually just memorize the 3 numbers that shows up, and then the first one is just literally the first number. Because when I ran this game, or when I was learning how to run this game, I learned this game from a runner called Repeaks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's a Japanese runner. His name is 3Peaks. So when I was learning this game, I had to like learn the ammo routing, the numbers, the routes and whatnot. And basically, he was just looking at the whole 4 numbers. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to look at all the 4 numbers. I just want to just look at 3 numbers and just like process level elimination on the last one instead. So there was that. We do a safety heal first and then use the clock pointers. This will always be 810. And this is something that's
another thing I added.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is another thing that Casper actually added from the base legacy patch to the director's cut, which is if you hold shift, you can speed up the clock pointers. Yeah, it's a really good thing.
Because I thought, yeah, this is taking too long.
I think if you hold run,
with the speedrunners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you hold run, because like I know you can like change your keybinds in this game, so I don't want it to be like misinformation. Oh yeah, you guys, you can hold shift. No, you have to hold run.
Yeah.
All right.
Like wear a shift on my controller.
Yeah, you can play this game on controller as well, which helps out. Oh, benefits a lot with the auto aim as well, which I do not use the auto aim. Also, you can tell that I'm also using like tank controls. You can have both tank controls and mortar controls, but I just use tank controls. Also, yeah, new enemy as well. When I did this run back in 2022, you don't see this person right here, or the mother. When he added, when Casper did the whole director's cut, you added this person as well.
Yeah.
And you cannot kill her at all.
Yeah, she's actually made out, because every enemy is made out of a material. She's actually made out of dust or something like that.
All right.
Lore insight.
So in that library, we get to talk to Albertus a bit, and then we also grab a T-crank and a little bit more extra ammo because we do need a little bit more ammo. We are also going to be grabbing the big item in the game, or the best item in the game, which is the M1 or the Tommy gun, and that would allow us to kill almost all the bosses in the game. We don't really kill enemies at all. At the start of it, we kill enemies because we need tooth wheels. But we are gonna be getting to the magic number 33, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 33. I think that's one more. No, actually, no. Yeah, it's just 33.
Let's see what's wrong with this machine.
I think you use 32 of your tooth wheels just to buy the M1, and then you have one safe over. I routed that out. Yeah, because at the time when I did my SGDQ run, like months before doing it, I rerouted this game for the money part, because when the previous world record holder, Three Peaks, was doing money routing, he shot one of the audience and the bike guy, and I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. So I shot the clown instead. So the money routing is a lot better.
Getting to aim at the audience takes quite a bit of time, I think.
Yeah, it took like a long time as well. So I was like, nope, not doing it. Also, we're trapped in a room. I'm gonna let this play out a bit so that you guys can understand this Easter egg.
I was almost a sandwich.
It was indeed almost a sandwich.
Nice.
Yeah.
On that question for Casper. Obviously, Resident Evil and American McGee's Alice are clearly two big inspirations for this. But were there any other games that really inspired you when you were developing it?
Actually, the Alice games are not an inspiration.
Oh right.
I actually didn't like them.
Okay.
Well, actually, the second game, Menace Returns, was okay. I beat it, but I couldn't get into the original one. Thank you. They're probably fine games, of course. A lot of fans like these games that likes Alisa. But other inspirations, for example, well, the Alice part actually comes from the Svankmajer Alice movie, which used a lot of like dolls, and it's a Czech animator who made a Alice movie. It's very like a bit horror themed. That was actually the inspiration. And Bloodborne was also a bit of an inspiration.
Oh, Bloodborne. That's cool.
Yeah, that's where probably the Souls elements comes from. Like you collect stuff, and because the Tooth is kind of the souls of the.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't know about it until like now you mentioned about it, huh?
And also the fact that you can create your own like loadouts. No, it's like, you know, you have your dress, you have your weapons, and everything. You can like change your play style, like your build, basically, like they say in the Souls games.
Yep.
And there's also weapons and dresses that are really junk. So it's just there for people to make their own difficulty.
What?
Like they do in Souls games, like just beat the game naked with a plank or something.
Am I just forgetting the
you
code?
forgot?
Oh no, I forgot the code.
Oh.
It's okay. I'll go back, I guess.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I was thinking like, should I keep talking, because you might lose your concentration.
I might lose the code. Yeah, but yeah, I had to look at the mirror and like look at the code or something. Unless Twitch chat is gonna like screenshot whatever it is at the back. I was like, oh, just need to focus and look at the code, because the fishes were going really slow. I don't blame you. The fishes were actually going really slow.
I should have written it down, because I thought like you might forget it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I was like I was really predicting it.
But yeah, I'll go back to the thing again. But yeah, for those who do not know, like what happened, what I did there, I need to change off clothing from the dress to whatever this is. You call this the undressed? The clothing is just called
So
undressed.
Actually, the idea of this clothing is, I think at home.
Okay, the other way around. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna.
Okay, so it's
Should I write it down?
It's 8 red, 3 yellow. Okay, I thought it was 8 red, 3 blue. I was like, wait, am I like wrong about that? I was kind of correct with the numbers. I was wrong with the colors. But hey, you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
It's
in
fine.
case you forget.
Yeah. But you can continue on what you're saying as well, because I want to give you like a lot of credit with this game as well.
So the costume idea actually came from an old doll. I think it was for my mother when she was a kid. Like some small baby doll, and she had no clothing. This baby had no clothing. But the body part was soft, like a white cloth. But the arms, legs, and head was like hard plastic. So it could like move, it could like change pose. So this was kind of the idea, that she has this, you know, white clothing in the middle, and that if she is a doll, that she can move her legs and arms or something, you know.
That's cool.
I don't know. I cannot. I don't know if you can visualize it.
Visualizing a
what I'm
small doll with
explaining.
just the. But for speedrun purposes, the reason why I'm like undressed at the moment is just kind of because the next part is a water section of the game, and I need to swim in the water section of the game. You can get another outfit that would make you go faster while swimming, but yeah, for for the speedrun sake, going undressed is actually the faster how you say, method.
The cheapest.
Yeah, the cheapest and the fastest method of actually just swimming around in the water section of the game. I mean, I could put my clothing back after the water section, but you know, we want to go fast, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is for the rest of the run. And this is the part where like when I like wanted
I was going
pick,
to say it.
Yeah, this is the part where I was like, oh yeah, when I picked this game up, this is the reason why. Also, oh no, Elsie.
Yeah.
Elise, sorry, Elise.
Yeah, okay.
I couldn't even shoot Elise. There we go. We have to shoot Elise. I'm so sorry. There we go. So Elise is like a partner that she would help fight either like this boss or the next upcoming boss. Whichever you want to pick, you can always pick either or. But for the speedrun like route, we go with the next boss, which is Edith Boileau. When was that? Cool. All right.
Yeah. So. I don't know if I said this last time. I've said it in a couple of interviews, most likely. But Elise was normally going to be a character to have like I was like kind of having the idea to make co-op in this game, and that Elise would be the second player, like optional. But this idea got kind of scrapped because it was a bit too much work to add.
But you're gonna put it in like the next game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So co-op moved to the next one.
Yeah. So if you also do not know, or if people do not know about this as well, Casper is also in the midst of actually making a second game that's called Alisa the Parting. So a lot of information as well to talk about Alisa the Parting live on GDQ, live or like your first hearing of what it is as well. But yeah, we're gonna go into Edith right here. We're gonna take the golden medallion that we need, and then we're just gonna get out of here, right? We're just gonna leave this arena, right? Surely. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, I wanted to play with the expectations.
It's a very good expectation, honestly.
That was like yeah, she's pre-rendered. She cannot move. She's part of the background.
I actually really got good RNG right here because she's moving. You want her to move, and then all of us afterwards, if he moves again, she's gonna go towards this corner, and then she's gonna get stuck right here. So we just aim at her head. That's about it. That's the fight. You just aim at her head. That's it. Let me just like reload a little bit more of the bullets and then just shoot a bit more. There you go. And that's the fight.
Really nice.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff. Like there's a bunch of cooler stuff that goes on with the fight, like fishers and more like tridents. But you know, getting her stuck is actually the more easier way to counteract with the fight. And yeah, we are done with Edith, sorry. I always think that it's Edith or Edith because it's French. The game revolves heavily around French. Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason. Many French names.
Yep.
Because it's like a fictional Central Europe or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so next boss, it is a boss that you actually asked a voice actress to voice over for this, which is Susie Hunter. Or a Spear Hunter, actually, yeah. So that's gonna be a very cool boss. And also a lot of time to speak as well, because we're gonna be in the gardens, going through like a maze, like some kind of a hedge maze where I pull levers a lot and then reach the boss arena. So there's that. But hey, you know what? Cool little skip that you didn't even like patch out. You take this book. You take this book. You hold up. Boom. That's it. And get the key. Yeah, because
I think I didn't know that you could use the direction buttons. I think I completely forgot about it, because you can also just use the the action button.
Welcome.
And I think it's only patched for the action button.
But yeah, we go to the shop right here. There's a new like puppet for the shop, which is Pierre. Pierre died to get resurrected as a shopkeeper as well. So he's one of the new shopkeepers. If you have seen my previous run at SGDQ 2022, you never seen this guy until like the director's cut. So there's that.
Yeah.
Now we actually go. Yeah. Now we actually got this tree key. And pick up a bunch of ammo for the M1. And then we are off into the maze. Yeah, you can ask a little bit more questions, Nick, if you want to as well.
Yeah, you talked about how you got introduced to the game, but how did you then get introduced to Casper?
Oh, I guess like because there's a public Discord server, and I think someone was talking about me just speedrunning this game in general, and they were like, oh yeah, this guy is gonna be running your game at SGDQ, and I was like, oh. And I didn't realize that like, yeah, I didn't realize that Casper knew about it until like very, like, I think like a couple of days after I got his game into SGDQ 2022, and then I guess the camaraderie friendship came along with him, and also the one of the other voice actors was Snakewood. Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
He's the guy who voiced Jean in the game.
I think like in general, I don't know how many indie game developers are, but I'm like kind of easy to talk to, I guess, and just act like I'm just the one.
I mean, you developed this whole game by yourself. You should like be proud of yourself actually making this whole game by yourself.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, of course, nothing is done completely by yourself. Of course, there's always input from everyone around you.
Yeah, from the community. Oh, by the way, the models as well. Like, I remember talking about this, or like I think one of my couch commentators like Dices was talking about this at the time. Your wife actually created the enemies for this game as well. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
how
like
buff they are as well.
what is that? Can you say again?
With how buff they are.
Well, it's well, we kind of like designed it together, but she definitely like improved a lot of designs, and I think she came with the idea that like there is a male and female like such blonde
Let's see if I could get this dodge. Never mind. I was like, maybe I should get this dodge. I couldn't even get this dodge at all. Alright, healing up. I got a lot of medkits. I'm saving all these medkits. I'm hoarding all these medkits. Yeah, we are about to meet up with the next boss in the game, which is Isabella Flora. Isabella Flora is kind of like a skill boss for me. The last two bosses were kind of RNG bosses. As you can tell with the first boss with the hammers and boxing gloves, and then with Edith with her movements in the game, which surprisingly enough it was kind of quick in my opinion. But yeah, with Isabella Flora, she is a very like skill-based boss, so I had to really lock in, but I also could commentate as well for the next boss upcoming. But yeah, to Nick's question as well, yeah, I met Casper in a Discord server, and then in his Discord server, and then we just like talked about the game afterwards, and a lot of people were kind of interested into watching the speedrun afterwards, and yeah, it took off afterwards. But we haven't really talked afterwards. I do know like he was mentioning my name as well with like speedruns and whatnot, and until like I think like recently where I was like, hey, do you want to just like do this thing all over again? And he was like, yeah, sure. I was like, heck yeah. We can talk about like the game, and also maybe his next game as well, which is it's gonna be very interesting as well, I would say.
Yeah, it's not gonna be it's actually not really going to be like a classic survival horror game, although the presentation is very much like one, but I think it's more like if you would call Onimusha a survival horror game.
All right, this is Isabella Flora.
It's very different.
Yep. So I'm gonna shoot her a bit and then back away and then just repeat the process, which is why I say this skill base. When she's tired and falls down like that, I have to reload my my gun in order for me to like at least get ample time for her to, you know, just do all of this.
Oof, that was close.
Very close. There you go.
I can't let you.
It's a very good fight.
It makes it look so easy.
Oh yeah, this fight is actually really hard. Like it's super hard. I know a couple of times during my like my practice runs, I actually do fail in this fight a lot of the times. Oh, by the way, there's a weird glitch over here that you can actually move during that cutscene. I don't know how to recreate it. Yeah, there is a way to recreate it, but like I have no idea how you recreate it, honestly. I know a couple of people were like asking, hey, can you recreate this? I'm like, no, I don't know how to recreate it. I just know like there is a way to do it. I just don't know how. You can just move around and it's like free time save. But yeah, we are out of the whole garden area. We took 2 medallions along the way, which is a silver medallion and a gold medallion for the next portion of the game, where we had to unlock the what do you call this? Like it's kind of like the church area or whatever it's called. This part of the game, I guess.
Chapel?
Yeah, chapel. Yes, the chapel. So yeah, there's an elevator right here. If you play Dark Souls 3, I guess, this elevator is kind of like yes, this elevator is kind of like the same mechanic with Dark Souls 3. Same thing like, oh yeah, Siegmeyer, I want to find you above, and then yeah, you just bring the elevator down, then you can go up with
there is a hint to it.
There's a hint. Oh yeah, there's a hint. Yeah.
In the library. Yes.
Yes, in the library. But it's been so long since I actually remembered about the hint as well. So I just do it by like memorization, I guess.
Yeah, and also both cabins are different colors, so this way you could also kind of tell.
I don't even know how many medkits I have taken, because I took way too many medkits. I took way too many medkits, and I have no idea how many medkits I've taken. That's why I'm not really taking the extra medkit that is at the chapel at the moment. There is an extra medkit, and it's very hidden. I don't know why you put it very hidden though. Kind of
well,
really
actually,
hidden.
it's so that there's a dress with the eye that can see items and enemies, and this way it can show you the items that are really hidden.
Oh, actually, when I played this game for the first time, I think I actually went into the pews. Oh, I went in between the pews and I was like, oh, there's a health kit. I just remember that ever since. But yeah,
just by randomly.
Yeah, I just randomly like went into the pews. Yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of weird. All right, we're gonna use the discs right now, and I'm gonna try to do a skip. If I screw the skip up, I am bad, and I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Because you can get soft locked right there, and if I soft lock myself, that's it. It's over. Runs dead. But hey, you know what? I passed through. Now we're gonna go through the chapel. I don't know what you call these enemies. They have like these machine guns as their noses.
That is a funky looking enemy.
It is very funky. Yeah, there's one more that's coming up pretty soon. I'm just gonna hide myself at the corner. Hopefully he doesn't like see me. If he doesn't see me, then I'm kind of screwed. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah, because he patched its part of the game. I don't know why. Yeah, in the legacy version, you can like bypass both of them pretty easily, but like in the director's cut, you have to just hide there for a bit, and then you can pass through.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's like a time loss, but also at the same time, this game is the director's cut is actually kind of faster than the legacy version. All right, pick up some ammo. Save the ammo anyway. And you guys are gonna get a fever dream right now because we are gonna be meeting the guy who actually stole the blueprints from the Supreme Leader, but in a rail shooter. You guys like rail shooters? We love rail shooters.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of awesome. House of the Dead 2. So I think that's where it's also like kind of the first boss of House of the Dead 2.
Yeah, I see I can see the reference. It's really cool.
I'm gonna focus up right here. You can just talk amongst yourselves, I guess.
Was speedrunning something you had sort of taken into any consideration when you first developed the game?
Actually not. I think the best games for speedrunning are not designed for speedrunning. So I didn't think about speedrunning at all. I didn't even know how big it was. Even though as a kid I did a lot of like my own speedrunning of Halo because I played it just too much. But yeah, actually I didn't think about speedrunning.
And I guess since now you've worked with Juho and had this experience, has that influenced you to do anything differently with the follow-up?
I wonder actually. I think I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Because I did make an 8-bit game after this one, Phoenix Corrupta, And that one was also completely not created for speedrunning, but for some reason this game has also been target for speedrunning, so
yeah, the game was also kind of glitchy as well. There was a skip in that game as well. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, but it was purely
coincidental.
Typical 8-bit glitches that you can do.
Funny enough, I also like speedrun the other game as well, Phoenix Corrupta. It was a really cool game as well. Yeah.
Very short.
Oh yeah, we defeated Albertus. Albertus is gone. But he tells us, oh yeah, you have to make a bomb right now, so we're gonna make a bomb. Basically, the lore of the story afterwards right now is that, as you can tell, there's a guy right there. It's actually the doll maker, which is Pole, or the shopkeeper, which is Pole. And
but you can see everything anyway.
And the way he functions is very interesting because it revolves around you grabbing the tooth wheels and such. The more tooth wheels you feed to the shopkeeper, the stronger he is. Which is why I haven't really like gone to the shop that much during like the whole playthrough of the game, because during the whole playthrough you don't really go to the shop that much, and also like at the same time you're trying to go fast. Let me also see my health real quick. Alright, I'm gonna heal up real quick because upcoming there's a guy right here who's gonna shoot me. I don't want to be shot. There we go.
No sweat.
The whole reason why we're also going back to the fun house as well is because there is a secret item in the in one of the rooms, in the operation rooms. There is a chemical that is like kind of hidden until you read the note during the bomb part of the game, which is right here, which is chemical C. You have to grab like a couple of you have to grab chemicals A, C, and a crank to make a bomb so that you could use that bomb to explode the finger of God in the game. So yeah, the final boss is actually just the doll master, or like Pole. So, or like Pole and the other guy as well. I don't remember the other guy's name. Alright, I'm gonna get so screwed right here. I'm gonna get shot. Wait, hold on. There we go.
Oh.
No, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I got shot. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm not like 2022. Okay. 4 years later, I'm still. I'm better. I'm better than this. But yeah, other than that, yeah.
Don't jinx it.
So yeah, other than that, we are gonna go back to the shop once for the last time before actually going to defeat the shopkeeper or the doll master in the game. All right.
Welcome. Thank you.
All right, one more save. Reload. Oh, plenty of bullets. You know what? Just for safety, I can just actually put the dress on, just in case if people really wants to see the dress as well. But yeah, we're coming up to the like the final parts of the game as well. Just have to defeat one more boss and then we are done with the game. And yeah, for those who do not know, like ending A is just the standard base ending of the game. It's the same thing with the legacy version of the game. Until he added, until Casper actually added 2 more endings of the game. I never really speedran the other 2 endings because I don't know why. Like I never really thought about speedrunning them as well. But yeah. Candle puzzle. It just correlates with the guy with the thing at the second floor when we were there at the time with all those numbers. And I took a screenshot of it because I can.
Yeah. That's also one thing I learned. When I play games, now I just make a picture of it.
Weirdly enough, when I was running this game, because I was running this game on stream, I asked my Twitch viewers to just like screenshot the puzzle for me, and they could like send it to me via DMs and then be like, "Oh yeah, that's it," because I only flash it for like a second, and that's about it. Like a 10th of a second. Because I wanted to go fast. That's a weird strat that I just kind of concoct myself. Alright, we got a bunch of like health kits for the final fight, which is actually really good. Safety is important. Alright. So yeah, coming to the final part, you have any more like questions? And last questions, I guess, before the run ends.
What is it about this game that sort of made you stick around with it, and what interested you most in it as a speed game?
I mean, as a survival horror like speedrunner myself, I just really love the atmosphere and the whole like game mechanics of this game, and also like, you know, it's a action adventure survival horror game, and I love the models, the mechanics. Everything in this game is like really true to nostalgia, including like it being a PS1 like we say graphics wise game. I love it a lot. Such a really good game. All right, Doll Master right here. I'm gonna leave this cutscene rolling for a bit so you can totally see this cutscene.
Maybe something I can also say. This voice line. That's what I talked about a little bit ago. But she says like, Paul, if you never met Paul, if you can beat the game with never triggering the safe room cutscene, this voice line is different. But it's just really difficult to do.
Yeah, I never knew about it until you told me about it. All right, this final boss fight is also kind of like the same with Isabella Flora. You just like try to shoot and then back away and then shoot and then back away. But this one is more like quick turning and then backing away as much as possible. I need to reload real quick. Gotta reload, like quick reload real quick. Alright. Time's gonna come when I hit the final bullet onto the Doll Master, by the way. Uh-oh.
There's definitely one creepy final boss.
Time.
It's the only biological boss, actually. Only biological enemy. Except for Edith, who is like half.
Yeah, that was Alisa ending A. Someone asked like what's the difference between the endings. If I'm not mistaken, like one of the endings is just her like staying in the dollhouse and just being the queen of the dollhouse, and then I don't remember what ending C is.
That was ending C.
Oh, that was ending C? What's ending B then?
Yeah. That's if you have all the mods. 6 mods.
Oh.
And you're like but you have to do this in New Game Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Ending B is that you have some mods and that the dolls grab you and you're
they do, yeah.
the doll house. Yeah.
But yeah, that was Alisa. We escape. We get to reunite with the partner that we actually left behind before, because our partner actually choked on a toothpick, and we didn't really talk about it until like now. Oh yeah, he just chokes on a toothpick and that's about it. But yeah, that is the game. We're gonna go through the credit stuff as well. It's unskippable. So Nick, if you have anything to say afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really cool run. Very, very weird but wonderful game. But Juho, tell the audience, you know, where can people find you? What else are you up to? You preparing for any other runs at the moment?
So people can find me through Juhorse, JAZURSE. I recently actually got partnered on Twitch, so there's that. And I guess I'll be thanks. I'm gonna do like maybe more variety stuff, like more variety games. I want to stream a bunch of other like RPG games. Maybe do a bunch of like longer speedruns in the future. I was speedrunning like Silent Hill for like a good 2 months.
Swallow my cure-dent.
And then right now I just wanted to like relax a little bit from like speedrunning and wanted to play. I want to play like other games for now. But yeah, I might pick up a RPG speedrun. Not too sure, but we will see. Casper, if you have anything to say as well, because yeah.
You have any questions?
Where I'm assuming we pick this up on Steam, and the follow-up is going to be available on Steam as well, or somewhere else.
Yes. So the follow-up is actually a spin-off. So it's not a direct sequel or prequel. It's set during the same events while Alisa is underground. Anyway, this game will be available on Steam. I'm currently working on a demo, so that will release first, and then the full release will be on both on PC and console same time. That's at least what we are aiming for. The original game took a couple of years to release on console.
Now we have your results screen.
Yeah, this was not
it's very fast. It was.
Yeah, this was not on the legacy version. This is a new thing for the director's cut as well. And I love my favorite dress. my favorite dress, undressed. But that is Alisa. I want to thank Casper for actually being on very early in the morning as well for both of us as well to do a little trip back memory lane and doing Alisa once again. And I'm gonna say like I'm hoping that Alisa Departing would be another great success. And that's all I have for Alisa for now. And I'm gonna throw it back to Nick.
Brilliant. Well, that was absolutely fantastic. Thank you both so much for being here. It's always fascinating to have the developer on for commentary as well, because you get so much more insight. So thank you both for being here and showcasing this. And yeah, all the best for the future with the next game.
Yeah, thank you.
With that, folks, we come to the end of another episode of Fast Travel. I do hope you have enjoyed it very much. Do stick around, of course. We've got Passion Project coming up next. And we will return 2 weeks' time. And we're doing one more special themed episode in 2 weeks' time. Because there's a little soccer tournament. It feels weird to call it. Oh, it feels weird calling it soccer, but I know most of the audience here are American. There's a big old tournament on at the moment, the World Cup, and I wanted to do something to tie into that a little bit. I've been reaching out to runners from the other 3 countries that are featured in the semi-finals. Obviously, I'm English, so I will be representing England as the host. I'm still sort of negotiating. I haven't got the exact people yet, but we are going to have an Argentinian, a Spanish, and a French runner all on the show, showcasing their absolute best for their countries as we have a little World Cup tie-in episode for 2 weeks' time. Thank you all very much for watching. I've been NickRPGreen. Of course, you can find me Twitch, Blue Sky, all of those places. And I will see you in 2 weeks' time for another episode of Fast Travel. Thanks very much.